All right. We're almost on time tonight. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. We're almost on time. That's why. Okay. And here we are. The cave looks really dark down there, doesn't it? It's a nice dark cave shot. Oh, there it lightened up just a little bit. Did you see it? As soon as I said it, it lightened up. And there's the men down there coming in like aliens from the light of the mother ship.
One of the aliens isn't walking the right way.
You better get up here.
He's not walking the right way.
I see Tim's jumping in the chats over there. We'll see that. I think he knows we're ready to go. Nate's taking his seat. Nate.
Alien number 2 calling. Alien number 2.
Aryan. Is it Aryan? He's got a.
No,
he's got
nothing to do with you, Asian boy.
I think he was Asian. Pretty sure they were Asian.
No, we said alien. You're not alien.
Understood, Mr. Allen. He's working on some stuff tonight, so he's hopefully hopefully that thing's working, whatever that deal is.
Alien, not Asian. That's better.
Asian?
You Asian?
What kind of Asian are you? Well, I guess we can switch to the table shot.
The cool
I guess we can
kind.
do that.
That's right. I agree.
Table shot switching.
No, I'm legal.
Regal?
Regal.
He's so regal.
I'm so regal.
Nate, can you grab my red pen out of the side of the bag? I threw it in the bag.
Bud? Oh, good. I'm glad.
Oh, you brought snacks for the show. He acting like we're going to be up here forever.
No, the thing is,
Where are my ears?
we get a little bit. Yeah, where are your ears, bud?
I think I actually put them
Right here.
No, I put them in the bag. There they are. I hung them up. He can't hear anything. He can't hear the Biden updates.
He looks like a fucking loser.
And that would be disappointing. This is my brain, Jeremy Scott Gibbs, Nate Searle.
Oh, hello.
Could you put that down? That's just
I'm trying.
That's
So far forward.
Taylor Vincent Gibbs and Grandma Connie, the Grandma Supreme. You want to
Grandma.
make sure you're looking at your logo. You can't talk to the top of it. It's not
I'm
Tony's.
looking at the logo.
Okay.
Yeah,
just
you
making
gotta
sure.
I see.
All right.
Check.
You see?
Check.
I see.
Everybody
Very
good? Everybody good?
You see
Everybody good?
good?
Everybody good?
Very good.
Ooh,
Kind of rattling my brains over here.
it's a little loud.
Are you a hard
That's a little
Is
loud.
it too loud for you?
I don't have a pen.
You don't? Oh, pen right here. I went blue tonight, guys.
Is that you?
So you gotta go
Yeah, that's good.
a different color than blue.
Is that you?
I'll go green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How we sounding out there, everybody?
What are you going as? Because I got blue today.
Hmm.
Yeah, the tech guy didn't know how
I
to
usually
use
go
his.
pink.
The tech
Green.
guy
You have to go
don't
with.
know how
You have to
use
go
his
with
mic. I don't know
primary
what that means.
color.
I'm
Everybody's
logged
got
into the
primary.
Discord thing if that's what you're talking about, but I
No,
don't know what that
green's not
means.
primary,
I
is
don't know what
it?
that means.
That would be red. And, that would be yellow and blue. Hello.
Let's.
How many primary colors are
I don't
Three.
know.
Is that it?
There's
did
white
undo
and
that?
black and red. Is red a primary
I don't know.
color?
Tim, are you talking to me in my ear?
Blue.
I think you're still
I don't
working on
know.
stuff, so I don't even know. Make sure we all have
Could do
different
black.
colors. You can't have the
I could do
same
black.
colors.
We're working on it.
We've got to have a rainbow.
I have blue.
You got like
For I got it before the boys came up.
You know, we need to really talk about some stuff tonight.
Putain d'ignorance.
In case we are ignorant.
In case you are franchement ignorant.
Putain d'ignorance.
You don't think you're
Ignorance. Ignorance.
I got. Hey Tim, one request. When you add these, you're gonna have to do it like I do. He like the default font, and all the ones that he put on here so far, I can't fucking read them. I gotta like.
So you don't know what they are?
Yeah, I'm like.
How can it be?
Oh yeah.
If something.
Yes, I'm like.
How can it be?
What one is that one? What's that?
You have to
let's hear
press
from
it to
let's hear
find
from
out.
Bruce Willis about racism. How about that?
How's that, asshole? You got.
I just want to do that part.
We
How's
don't,
that, asshole?
I think you
How's
can,
that, asshole?
I think you can cut it off like
can
that
cut
and
it
be
off right there.
apropos.
So it's August 9th. We are past the primaries. We got a whole bunch of stuff on the agenda tonight to talk about. Lots of life and everything like that. But what's the recap on dinner? We were on the job site, and Vicky called me. She was at Kroger and said, hey, they got some cordon bleus here that they just put out in the deli. They're like they just weren't shipped from some factory. They made them right there at Kroger in the deli. And I said, yeah. I said, I'll take 5. She goes, cool. That's what they've got. They were all wrapped in. You saw them.
I saw him.
So thoughts on dinner? Good dinner?
It was very good.
I think Nate went back for seconds.
Nate did.
I did.
I looked over him.
He
I said,
did.
Nate, did you get enough? And he goes, yeah, I think I'm good. And like 5 minutes later, he's
No,
standing
give
over.
him 30 seconds.
He's standing over. He's standing
No, it
over.
was like a minute. It was, a good
It
minute.
was faster than 5
He's
minutes.
standing
I know
over there in
that.
front of the pan, looking at Vince. Vince is looking at him. He's like, "You want some of this, or can I take it?" Vince is like, "I guess."
As he bites into his own.
It's like he weeps
I
for that
guess.
half he could have had.
So chicken cordon bleu, some tortellinis. I love tortellinis, and some steamed broccoli. I think we did pretty good today.
Yeah, and Bubby ate it all. He said he ate it all.
He ate the broccoli and the tortellinis. And you know what? What was interesting? He came
He was
over.
ecstatic about the tortellinis.
He was.
Oh, he was. He loves
He was,
those.
totally.
He's good job on the tortellinis, Grandpa. I said I boiled them myself.
Tortellini.
I didn't.
Tortellini.
Yeah. So, but he came and looked at the cordon bleu and he goes, "I'll try some of that." I'm like, holy shit! We don't hear that kid say that. That kid's just like, no, I don't like that normal food that everybody eats.
He's getting better.
He's getting better. Well, because Vince and I go after him sometimes. We're like, dude, we've had what? Probably a good 10 total fights in the last 4 years with him.
Well, the funny part about it is he says, son, you have
Yeah.
to eat your vegetables to
He
make
said
you.
that to me.
Yeah.
He said that was the best.
You got to eat your vegetables so you grow.
So you grow strong, is what he said. That was true. You always know when they get it when it comes back at you.
Right? They look over and go, finish your plate, Dad. Hey, you little shit, shut up.
Like, okay. He's done that to me more than once. Caught me and it's like, Grandma. And
Right.
he lays me out. I'm like, oh, I did teach you that, didn't I?
Yep.
That is the way we're supposed to do
That's
it.
the way we're supposed to do it.
We are
My own
supposed
fault.
to do it.
It
Your
is.
own fault.
It's your own fault.
Yeah, son, you need to eat your vegetables, make you strong.
Okay.
Okay. My chat button's not working. So good dinner tonight,
It
everybody?
was really good.
Very
All
good.
right, let's see about some disclaimers because I don't know how that works.
was good.
It was good? Any other
good.
comments? It was just
good.
it was just tasty.
It was good. It was well worth the drive over here.
I'm glad that's why we came.
Yeah, I come for dinner
You
and a
come for dinner.
chat. I come for dinner and a chat with your brain.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to remember what button I push. It's not that button. It's not that button. I have a button to push. I don't know what fucking button to push. Where's Tim?
That's so
Oh,
sad.
I think it's that one.
Technical
No,
difficulty.
that's that one.
What are you looking
No,
for? Oh,
it's not
that's
that
a
one.
special
The
one.
elevator music.
It's not that.
Oh, that's a good one.
It just said technical difficulties.
What's the next button? What's the next trick up your sleeve?
I
Presto.
don't know what button to push for the. Oh wait,
Oh,
no, it's not that button.
wow.
That button. There we
There
go.
you go.
Why is that not on my pad?
Nice. I don't
Okay,
know.
let's go ahead.
Notice this place is politically incorrect. We say Merry Christmas, one nation under God, and we salute our flag. and we give thanks to our troops. If this offends you, leave, or as the boys say,
Get the
Get the front,
fuck out.
front door.
Get out.
Get out. Just
Get out.
Just get out.
Get
Just
out.
leave. Can you go now? Can
You see the front door over there?
Shoo.
Yeah. Go get out.
We get shoo out of the Asian boy
Can you
over there.
can you just go now?
Shoo.
I thought I had this button all set up. Maybe Tim's probably the one that does this really good. Let's see. And I've changed that up, and now I have to go back to this one. Vince, you're up.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yep.
Except for bears.
Except for bears, man.
Bears will
That'll
kill you.
kill you.
Bears will fucking kill you.
Yeah, kill you.
And they do have extremely sharp claws.
They got big faces.
Wow.
They got bad breath,
They
too.
got big faces.
They stink.
They do because they're eating a lot of dead people.
They don't eat.
What? No, they
What did you eat?
they eat live people.
I don't know. It just stuck in my throat.
Nate, can you handle this one now? Have you gotten up to speed on it?
I still can't see the minute. Oh, yep, there it is.
Can you read it?
Maybe.
All right, let's try it.
I would try my goodest.
Your goodest? Give me your goodest, bro.
I would challenge you to a battle of wits, but I see you are unarmed.
You are unarmed? That was okay. I mean, it wasn't great.
Unarmed.
You were
I'm trying.
unarmed.
Got no
You are
arms.
clearly.
Got no arms,
When
man.
I saw that, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, that's an awesome one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. It is easier to fool the people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Mark Twain. Mark twice. Mark two
Twain.
Twains. And it's back to Nate. Back to the Nader.
There
Can
it
you read
is,
that,
right
Nate?
there. Can you? It's kind of.
You can't read it. Can you read that? To argue with
I cannot read it.
To argue with a person who has renounced the use of reason is like administering medicine to the dead. Thomas Paine. A gift from Patrick. I appreciate
Kind
that.
of useless.
Yeah, it's like to
argue with somebody.
It's you're a ridiculous person, man.
All right.
Grandma.
Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Eleanor Roosevelt.
Very nice, very nice. Vincente.
Vincente.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Shall not.
Period.
Shall not.
Name.
Shall not. Yeah, when's that expire?
Second Amendment.
Oh, when's that
Yeah,
expire?
expire.
When does that
Never,
expire?
ever.
Never, ever, never.
Never.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever.
Never,
ever. Hannah is chiming in. Says hi, guys. I changed the voice channel to click here, Gibbs. Oh, good. Tim's trying to help me out.
Oh.
Let's see. Let me. I've got it on here. Let's see. I don't see click here, Gibbs.
Are you in the correct group chat?
I don't know, bro.
On the side, on the left side, there's
Okay.
a bunch of different bubbles.
Yeah.
No, yep,
Am I supposed to be on that one?
Yeah, and it says click here.
Right there. That's what I'm
No,
supposed
click on the thing that says click here.
to. Oh, click there.
There you go.
Now I'm in there. Now it says it's connecting.
Where's that dang intern when you need him?
You know.
Oh, I used to be right here.
Thank you,
Used
Nate.
to be.
I don't do that.
I appreciate that. All right, so
I'm just
No
kidding.
more, no more.
You're there now.
Tim's there if he chimes in my
I'm
ear.
right
Anyways,
here.
a long habit of not thinking a thing wrong gives it a superficial appearance of being right and raises at first a formidable outcry in defense of custom. But the tumult soon subsides. Time makes more converts than reason. Thomas Paine, Common Sense, 1776. And I've been using that more and 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 more.
How much more?
More.
More and more?
Much more.
Much.
More.
More.
I've got he's sending me messages. Let's see.
How to do it?
Yeah, you have to do your team viewer.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. Give me kudos again and tell me how good I did to push the right button. Because I didn't have you on.
Yeah, that was the right button. Good job.
Well, now everybody can hear you say it.
All
That's all I wanted. I wanted everybody to
Now
hear
everybody
it.
can hear me? All right.
Yeah,
now
we can hear you.
I can't
everybody.
quite hear everybody, though.
Oh, you can't? Who can't you hear?
Who can't you hear? You should be going through the.
It was the right button.
Did you hear that?
Tim.
Yeah, everyone's mic's a little low compared to yours.
I'm a loud person.
Vince is the quiet one.
Maybe you just can't hear me.
You're so rude.
Maybe we just talk real low. Maybe we're just quiet people.
So rude.
All right, last one for everybody.
Right on. And
never
never
apologize
apologize and never explain.
It's
It's
a
a
sign
sign
of
of
weakness.
weakness. John Wayne.
John Wayne. John Wayne.
And ever since we've been doing that one, you know,
Weakness.
it seems like it's really poignant.
It's a sign
Right.
of weakness.
It's real, yeah, because you get a point where
That's a sign of
you don't have anything to apologize for, and
Right.
yet somebody says something that makes you feel like you need to apologize. You know, so you're like,
Hold on.
Right.
why am I apologizing? I have done absolutely nothing.
Hey, can you
Let me just explain myself real quick.
Yeah.
hey,
What
can
the
you sub
heck?
goalie for us tonight?
No.
No, I'm sorry. I just got off the ice. I got a whole bunch. No, I can't.
Right.
Unavailable.
Exactly.
Like most of my attachments on Facebook. Unavailable. This attachment has been removed and is unavailable. Maybe a copyright strike, or you said something naughty that Facebook doesn't like, and so it got taken down. My bad.
You're making me cry.
Yeah, makes me cry too. Let's see. I printed these. I had
I
a
know,
hell of
they're
a time
great.
printing them.
But they're kind of funny. Just when you flip, make sure you up
Yeah, you
it.
got to flip this way.
Yeah, you got to flip
You
it
got to
out.
flip this way. We're going with the.
I flipped it wrong.
Oh, we did disclaimers. Oh, I got to do
I
the.
flipped it wrong.
Yeah, you
Yours
flipped it
is
wrong.
not. Yours is stupid.
Flipped it wrong.
Yours is probably regular.
I tell you, I flip it. He flip it.
There you go.
He flip it. Anyways,
It's a trick, though.
I made it through the switcher phase of that, so it's so that worked. There we go.
Oh, it says something
I hope
else.
those of you tuning in to some of the Facebook stuff, I still am not getting the Facebook chats in real time over here, and I will try to keep track of it, but I'm not sure I will. That's where my hall monitor is supposed to be in the hall.
In the hall.
In the hall, man. Oh, I got.
That's why I just tested the Facebook chat. Wondered if it was coming through.
Did it? I did not see that. Let me see. No, we got the.
Yeah, I gave you some chat testies.
I gave the D. I got the D Live.
Nice.
I got the YouTube, and the Facebook did not come through, even though I refreshed it and did a bunch of shite. It didn't fucking work.
No bueno.
Oh,
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
but that's okay, man. We got a lot of people liking it. And there's one. There's the testes. I can see it there. See,
There it
chat
is.
testes.
Yep.
Yeah, he likes to be tongue in cheek about that. Anyways, tonight
21.
we want to talk about. Well, tonight's theme is zeal without knowledge. Romans chapter 2, or chapter 10, verse 2. Come on, button. Thank you. I hear the bubbles down there bubbling. He's just bubbling over. And why did that do that? I had it centered. Thank you very much. Fixed it. Let's see. Romans chapter 10, verse 2. For I can testify about them that they are zealous for God, but that their zeal is not based on knowledge. Now let me read the whole context. It says, brothers and sisters, my heart's desire and prayer to God for the Israelites is that they may be saved, for I can testify about them that they're zealous for God, but their zeal is not based on knowledge. And we'll go into more of this as the podcast transpires tonight. But the point of the show tonight is zeal without knowledge. And that's how that button stays up there. Okay. Zeal without knowledge. And that's what I'm seeing all over the place is a whole bunch of people that are very zealous, very fervent, very obnoxious, if you will. Very ardently committed to their belief systems, and yet their commitment to their beliefs is only matched by their abject ignorance. And there's a book downstairs. I forgot to grab it. I was going to grab it, but there's a great book that I've read. It's called Religious. I think I want to say Religious Ignorance or Religious. Anyways, it's downstairs. I should have grabbed it.
Fuckery?
No, not unfuckery. It's Religious Ignorance is the basic premise of the book, and the book is from an outsider, and he says, as I come to specifically America, but specifically America, and it says Americans are extremely zealous and ardent in their religious beliefs, and their commitment to their religious beliefs is only surpassed by their abject ignorance about those beliefs. And when you look around, there are so many people. I had the unfortunate opportunity to interact with a couple people on Facebook, and then I had to withdraw. Like, I was like, look, I'm sorry that I even engaged with you. I will not respond anymore to these texts and the chat stream. And I'm like, I'm not even going to engage anymore because it was just abject stupidity. I'm like, they were rejoicing over Alex Jones' court cases and stuff. And I said, you don't care about Alex Jones. You don't give two shits about him. Why are you commenting now that there's negative news about him? And the one person.
And do you even know about him?
They don't, yeah. And I'm like, they're like, yeah, it serves him right. You do the crime. I goes, what crime? And they're like, oh, you did the crime. And I'm like Ghislaine Maxwell, they won't release the client list. The feds are blocking the release of the client list. Why would the feds block the release of the client list when they turn over all the evidence that Alex Jones has in his trial to everybody that wants it? It's ridiculous.
It's a double standard.
It's an absolute double standard. It's crazy. So, anyways, I just wanted to focus on that tonight, that there's a lot of people out there, a vast majority of people, who are very zealous about things, but their zeal is not based on knowledge. They're not based on what they know. They're based on what they've been indoctrinated with. And that goes across the board with everything. And so it's a challenge tonight. It's like, look, don't get overly passionate about something unless you've investigated it. And my philosophy on investigation is, if you're not willing to destroy that belief in the pursuit of getting to the deepest part of it, then it's not a true belief. It's not a real belief. If you're not willing to destroy it in pursuit of validating it, then you really don't give a shit. It's just, So that's what I want to focus on tonight as we go through a lot of these articles and a lot of other thoughts in our heads. So that's it. Zeal without knowledge. Comments? Any comments on that?
I see a lot of it. Unfortunately, I wrote down, do you know the truth? You're so zealous, but when it comes down to the questions, do you actually know the facts? Right. And unfortunately, people will be it's just, what are you running on? Are you running on feelings and emotions?
Running on empty.
What are you running on?
A copyright strike?
Fear? What are you running on? Because zeal without knowledge, you're running on something besides the truth. Besides what,
exactly,
is a fact. So do you know the truth? Do you want to know the truth? I think a lot of people just don't want to even hear it.
They don't. They
would rather close their eyes and shut their ears and say, you know what, I don't. And I'm with mainstream media. I could never watch it again and be happy as a skunk.
Well, remember the story Chicago was telling us last night at dinner. He was having an interaction with family members, and he told us, But anyways, so the husband he's interacting with, saying, yeah, you know what? And they both lean left, but he's like, you know what? I read this book by this, right-leaning person, and it was actually, the amount of footnotes and the, what do they call that? The appendix with all the footnotes in it, he said was, like a pretty good portion of the book, and everything that they were saying was all backed up. And the spouse said, well, I don't believe anything that guy would say. He probably just made it all up. And Chicago looked at her and said, are you serious? You're just going to dismiss completely out of hand without any investigation whatsoever that the quotations that this person had in the book could have validity, and you're just going to dismiss that out of hand? And he said, he looked at her and said, that's a flaw in your character, that you won't even entertain investigating the possibility that their source material might be true. You just dismiss it because of who it is.
She just closed her eyes and shut her ears.
Yeah.
And said, nope.
Yeah. And that's the problem right now, is you got a lot of people that don't want to investigate anything.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
And what was she running on? Feelings, emotions, something that she heard from before? You know, what was it?
Running on empty.
I know.
Running on.
Do you know the truth? If you have zeal without knowledge, how far can you go with your zeal without knowledge? How far can you go?
Running into the sun, love, and running behind.
I like running on empty. I ran out of gas on the road.
Yeah. All right, we got a logical fallacy for tonight. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
I fucking keep switching my page.
I know, it's pretty funny. E is for effort. E for effort.
E for effort, man.
Also noble effort.
Noble effort.
The contemporary fallacy that something must be right, true, valuable, or worthy of credit simply because somebody has put so much sincere good faith, effort, or even sacrifice and bloodshed into it.
But I believe it.
The contemporary fallacy that something must be right, true, or valuable, or worthy of credit simply because someone has put so much sincere good faith, effort, and even sacrifice and bloodshed into it. I think that the devil is real happy with that fallacy. The devil likes that fallacy.
Satan?
Just as long as you put a lot of effort in it, honey.
That's all that matters.
That's all that
matters. You put effort into it, and that's all that matters. Look at that. I can see us talking over here. Ooh. Watch it. Look at the closed captioning over there on the Facebook page. And I'm like,
kind of funny.
It's kind of funny, man. It's kind of funny. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing, is people think that because they've backed something, and it's amazing to me that they won't back off of it once, even if they're presented with so much information that, you know, you're believing a bunch of bullshit. You know, they won't even, they'll stay hardcore on that stuff. And that's how cults happen. That's how countries fall apart. Because people believe something so ardently. You know, people like to blame Hitler and the Nazis for the demise of the for Germany losing the war. It was all the people who believed the bullshit, the fervor that they were putting out. That nobody at a certain point stopped and went
in there like a savior. He was gonna save them all.
Right.
He went in there. They voted him in.
Absolutely.
You know, and then when he went rogue or whatever, he had an agenda.
From the start.
From the start. He had an agenda. He knew what he was doing. He was diabolical.
Demonic.
He was diabolical. He was
diabolical.
He was.
So E for effort. Just because you put a lot of effort into something, your blood, sweat, and tears, doesn't mean it was a good thing.
Doesn't mean it was valuable.
Doesn't mean it was valuable. Doesn't mean it was a true pursuit. And that's, in fact, so going back to this, I can testify about them that they're zealous for God, but their zeal is not based on knowledge. Now listen to this. Since they did not know the righteousness of God and sought to establish their own, they did not submit to God's righteousness. Christ is the culmination, or is the end in New King James, the end of the law, so that there may be righteousness for everyone who believes. So here's the interesting thing, and I'll switch over to this. That word righteousness right here, okay, this is the Greek word that it's translated from. And it literally means, in a broad sense, the state of him who is as he ought to be. Now, when you use the word righteousness in the definition, you fail. But this part, the state of him who is as he ought to be, that's correct. You can't use the word that you are defining with the word you translated into.
Right.
You can't do that. But the rest of that, and you'll find it's in here right here. The virtue or quality of state of one who is as he ought to be. So when you break down into the correct thing. So here's the idea. Since you're not in the state or condition that you were created to be in, and you think you can establish some other state or condition and make that valid, you alienate yourself. You don't submit yourself. Submission. You don't submit yourself to the true state or condition that God created you to be in. And so you get all these people that think that this is their true identity. This is who I really, I discovered who I really am. You know, I'm a furry now. I discovered who I am. I'm trans, whatever the fuck you are this week. Okay. They passed a law in, what was it? Germany? One of these states, they passed a law saying that you can, that they legally passed it and said you can change your gender identity.
You can change your gender once a year.
Once a year.
For the whole year, and you can change it as many times as you want to.
Yeah.
That was Germany.
It was Germany, yeah.
You can change your gender?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
According
your
to German
chromosome.
law.
Well, you know what? According to German law, they're wrong, and it doesn't matter how many things that you say you are.
Yeah.
There is scientific. God created us man and woman, male and female, period.
What if I want to be a bunny?
Well, if you want to be a bunny, you go on out of here and you go be a bunny by yourself.
Happy bunny.
You know? You go
in a little white padded room.
That's right. You take your little bunny self and move along.
What's wrong with this guy?
He's a bunny.
He just thinks he's a bunny.
He thinks he's a bunny.
He's a bunny.
Is he really
Hey,
dangerous,
bunny.
though?
No, he's just,
but
you know.
He thinks he's a bunny.
No, he
He
just
thinks he's a bunny.
can't interact with humans because he's a bunny.
He can't.
Bunny.
In a
You go
cage.
be
Where
a
they belong.
bunny by
You
yourself.
can be a bunny if you want to be a bunny.
He even trained himself how to drop little pellets.
Totally derailed.
That's a good one.
Don't want to know how.
There we go.
Don't want to know how.
No.
No explanation, please.
No, it's bueno.
No.
Andy Dufresne
no.
And a Dufresne.
No, why would
I
you?
thought a
Why
stiff
would
breeze would
you?
blow him
So,
over.
so basically, Germany is saying you can pretend to be a boy if
Yeah.
you're a girl. You can pretend to be a boy for a whole year legally, and what
And at
does
the end of the year, you can change to whatever else.
what? Where does that get you? That's my.
Apache helicopter.
It gets you into a place.
Clinically insane.
Right. You know, I heard somebody the other day. Do you remember
mentally unstable?
Where?
I heard somebody the other day, and they said it like perfectly, and I should have like written down. I should have written it down.
Yes.
They said, years ago, not too many years ago, if somebody came out and said that they were something other than what they were, we called that pretending. Now we call it I identify as. No, you're still pretending.
No, you're still pretending.
You're still pretending.
You're still
playing
pretending.
dress
I mean,
up.
So
yeah.
you get to pretend that you're a boy for
Yeah.
a whole year, and then at the end of the year,
You can change that
Yeah.
you can change
for
it
free.
for free.
for free. And
Yeah.
how exactly
Oh.
do you change it? Do you have to go to the government office?
Yeah,
and,
you
and
probably gotta submit
file a-
paperwork.
It's kind of like changing your last name. You just go to the
No
Secretary of
joke.
State.
That is so
I
sad.
don't know. I'm just guessing, but
I
Probably
used
just
to
do
be
it
Alvin,
online.
but now I'm just a chipmunk.
You know that's. Let's just
Do it
say.
online.
that was a good one.
Let's just say that the mass confusion of who you are is happening.
Yes.
You know, he's a
The
bunny.
end is near.
Yeah,
The end
the end
is quite near.
The end is near. You better
Yes.
get Jesus in your heart. I'm telling you, because if you want to
Well,
figure that one out,
Nate, you just graduated from something. Anyways,
I don't remember either. I don't remember how long.
but the Carroll High School.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
It's ridiculous, man.
They put in the cat box. They got the cat box in there. They got the litter box
I
in
believe
the
one of our
bathroom.
schools one of our high schools has litter boxes in their bathrooms.
For the cats or for the cat
for the
wannabes?
kids who believe that
pretenders.
they are furries.
There you go.
That
For
okay?
pretenders.
If my child said I'm a cat and I want to go to school and I'm going to use the litter box,
We know, Hannah. We're just teasing him.
I would literally take that child and go get him help or her help. That is flat out stupid.
10, 15
To
years
allow
ago?
it
Yeah, 10, 15 years ago, we would have. Now it's being enabled all over the fucking place. And
Because-
these kids are going to be... I mean, what do you do for these people
Yeah,
that
forget the
start
rest
getting
of the
body
problems in the
surgeries?
world. I want to be a cat.
Right.
Well, I want to be a cat too. Then I can just have you feed me and I can do my thing in the litter and I don't have to do anything and participate in society.
How about...
Sounds like more of a
You know what
hobby
I
than
think the
anything.
problem is?
Yeah.
They just don't have the patience to wait for Halloween.
That is a good point.
Well,
That
they
is
all
a good
need
point.
New costumes.
Right.
Next time, tell me when you're going to come up with that.
Man, there's only one day a year. We got to pass a law.
Well, hold on. Ain't it the coolest shit when you teach your cat how to take a shit in a human toilet, though?
He's evolving. He's not devolving. He's evolving.
Bravo.
Oh, God.
Tool construction.
Bravo.
He's reached a higher consciousness.
I can't imagine a school system that would be that insane.
There's a bunch of them in Michigan that have that.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Are
it's
you
stupid.
kidding me?
No,
No,
wish I
we're not.
was.
I wish you were
It's
too,
ridiculous.
because I'm just blown away by the.
And what they
Insanity.
don't get is that if you know, every kid's gone into their closet and put on their parents' clothes and did dress up and acted like they were mom or dad or whatever, okay? But at the end of the day, you put the clothes back and you go, I was just pretending. I was just having fun. And if you don't snap kids out of that, then they walk through life in a delusional state of mind. And again, going back to Romans 10, it's
I'm just thinking of Harry Potter.
yeah.
I'm Harry Potter, Mom. Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're not.
No, you're not. But it's Romans chapter 10 when he says, since they didn't know the state or condition that they were created to be in, and I'm adding the correct definition for the word righteousness, they sought to establish their own state or condition, and then they did not submit to God's state or condition for their lives that they were created to be in, and therefore they're alienated from the true life of God. These are not happy people. They pretend to be happy. None of them are truly happy.
Well, they don't know who they are, obviously.
I've yet to see
don't
one of
know
them
what their
that's
purpose
truly
is.
the only time that that they seem to be happy is when they're in their full-blown zealous mode. And when somebody pushes back on them and says, that's fucking stupid. That's when they go, how dare you? I'm identifying. I'm like, you're definitely
Those are
not
the kinds
happy.
of people who get insulted for other people.
Exactly.
I
How
don't
dare
think-
you?
I don't think
You're
we would
just
have
running
the
in
term.
circles.
I don't think we'd have the term libtard.
Right. If it wasn't
if
true.
it wasn't true, yeah.
Right. Hey, you get an E for effort.
I think so.
Libtard.
too.
Who I really feel bad for
Libtard,
in
that
that
was really-
situation, though?
Who?
The janitor.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to clean it.
Oh my gosh, what an awful thought.
Hannah's got all the laughy
Nate.
faces over there
That
for
was
you.
pretty bad. I feel sorry for her. I think that should be you have to clump your own stuff.
Right.
Dude, just
The bags are on the wall.
just
Right.
like give them a sandbox with a steel gate around it and like lock them all in there.
Tim Lauder says,
Put them outside.
he said, I'm pretty crazy, but that is asinine.
Asinine lives.
That's asinine lives, man.
9 lives, yeah. Oh my God.
So
it's getting-
that's the stupid shit that we're dealing with.
Wow.
And you know, you don't get an E for effort because you think you're a fucking cat or a squirrel or some shit, and you take a dump in the litter box that they
the
provided
thing
you
that
at your school.
bothers me is you know
Okay.
you're not a cat.
No, they don't. They're so
no,
fucking
They
deluded.
know they're not a cat. They're pretending. We just discussed it, and they want to identify. Do you
And for
ever
some
play
reason,
with little
everybody's
kids?
accepting it.
Right.
Well,
but
That's
I've
the
been
key
taking
part, for
cat
some
pills.
reason.
my girlfriend's little one,
You wouldn't
Plays
believe it. I
with
don't
me.
even have fleas.
she's a dinosaur.
Right.
I've been taking
But
cat
that's
pills.
just natural.
You've
That,
watched all
what do
the-
you call that? Imagination.
I've watched all the kids be a dog or a
Oh,
cat or
gosh,
roll around
yes.
it. Okay, they're 4.
Yeah, she's
Once you-
straight. She's a dinosaur. and
Once you
she's a
become
rawr.
like 10, 11, 12,
You know. They know.
you should have figured out you're
It
not a
should just
fucking
be
dinosaur.
stopped.
They know. But they know that they're pretending.
Well-
She knows when I come down
Yeah.
that if she growls at me, I know she's a dinosaur. So I growl at her back because I'm a bigger dinosaur.
That's pretending.
and
That's
we
playing.
hang,
That's fun.
you know?
Right.
Sounds like
But it's just
sounds like
pretend.
psychotic
It's
behavior.
a-
Now,
to me.
now, here's the deeper. Here's
Shut
the
up,
deeper.
Vince.
I mean, you
Shut up,
actually believe
Vince.
that you're the bigger dinosaur.
in that moment.
Where I'm the bigger dinosaur. My roar is bigger than hers. Trust me.
So here's the bigger question: since dinosaurs didn't actually ever exist, that's double imagination.
We got
Because
it
you had to
going
imagine
on.
they were real, and then imagine you were the unreal
Big one.
imagination.
No.
I'm a unicorn. Go, well, but there's some. I go, yeah, okay. Well,
It's actually possible unicorns that
Yeah.
may have existed.
May.
It's more
Yeah.
possible than
More possible than dinosaurs.
Well, she was a dinosaur.
There were some giant chickens,
You know, got to be careful. Giant chickens.
That sounds
AKA
delicious.
dinosaurs.
That's really wrong.
Dude,
think
everybody's been
they just
indoctrinated by fucking Jurassic Park,
I
okay?
know.
I think
I know.
they literally just took regular, real life animals and made them bigger and scaly.
When you go
It's
on a
just paper
search,
mache.
yeah,
Like-
when you
Well,
go on a
can you get
search,
them
Oh yeah, that T-Rex. That's a
Movement and
ferret.
stuff.
when you go on an actual search
just
and
stretched it
go,
out.
where could I go
Yeah,
and
it
find an
looked like that.
intact, complete intact, fully fossil? They go, well, we've had to like imagine. We had like a femur, and then we imagined the rest of the creature based on. Every time they come out with a new dinosaur, I go, you found a fucking fingernail from some real creature and then extrapolated that it was this. Well, what about the fossils? Yeah. How about the
Whoop-de-doo, you
coelacanth?
get an A in science.
Look at the coelacanth. You get an E
Good
for
point.
effort.
E for effort.
E for effort.
E for effort. Yep.
The coelacanth they thought was a prehistoric fish that was supposed to have been extinct a million years ago, and they find it off Madagascar just mating and you know it was just deep in the water. You know, well we found fossils. Okay, well there's a live one, so shut the fuck up.
Well, the tide does rise and fall, so and rocks move.
Oh, how about
And
there was a
the
great flood
world
that
turns.
made some wax impressions.
Yeah, and maybe some,
See,
they had
see
wax
now
then.
there's a guy who's delusional right there. Mr. Lauder says he
I
identifies as a guitar
identify
player,
with-
singer, songwriter.
Oh,
See,
that
I guess
is
that makes me an Apache helicopter.
you get a litter box.
you get a litter box,
You get a litter
and you
box.
get a litter box, and you get a litter box,
All right,
and you
Oprah,
get
calm down.
reach underneath your chair and slide out your litter box.
oh,
Don't even have to move your
shit.
legs.
With a
Just
hole.
plant it right down there. And
oh Lord, we've lost control. The cats have taken over.
Hannah says dramatic play is important for children, but these teens are giving it new meaning. Yeah, it's no longer kids just playing out little roles and dressing up for Halloween. These kids literally
It's
are
no longer
so
child's
fucked up
play.
and so lost
You're true.
that
It's no
they're.
longer child's play.
It's
It's
no
just
longer
a straight
child's-
up fallacy for
yeah.
people, apparently.
It's like, dude,
It's
you
a lie
Yeah,
that
you
you
are
are
s-
living in this dreamland, and someday someone's gonna smack you and get you out of it because you ain't a
you
cat.
can't do that. You'll go to jail.
Oh yeah, you can't
you
smack
know
them.
what? That take me to jail. It's worth one smack. I'm telling you right now. That's a grandma
Well,
that.
after Grandma Connie's done
You
with them, they
remember
won't need more than
grandma's
I can just see her.
extraordinaire?
She's in the girl's bathroom and she's looking at that litter box. Like, every
It
time a
ain't
girl walks in,
happening.
She's,
one. No, just give her a pool cue. She'll be great with that.
grandma's gonna pull a Sean Connery on her.
what is that?
Grandma's gonna pull a Sean Connery. Well, if she needs a smack, I guess she gets a smack.
That's right. Lord have mercy.
Kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
you
When
doing
he's
there?
And it'll
old,
be a
he won't
fucking
depart from it. And obviously, you just smack him enough to tell him it wasn't a cat.
Don't train a child in the way they should go, and they'll act like a squirrel, literally with a tail.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's the.
I
the
get my
shit.
own park. Though. And all the nuts I could ever survive
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Squirrel
yeah.
in the backyard with your brain.
Oh my gosh, Lord have mercy.
Tim
My brain's
identifying
not
as a
back
guitar
there.
player, singer. We appreciate your identification, Tim. Mr. Lauter.
Yeah, he didn't
don't know.
identify himself as a guitar.
No, he didn't identify as the guitar. He,
He
identified
did not.
as a guitar
he said
player.
guitar player, singer, and songwriter.
So he likes to
identify-
manipulate the guitar.
I identify as a 1989 Macintosh computer.
So you're old and have little memory.
and you glitch
And
up
so
every
slow I
time
could
you
walk
come
to the
in.
library before
You were
go.
extremely relevant at one point, but now there's 4 of you left in museums.
I can do a lot of things, but only 5 of them are meaningful.
All right.
That's fucking
We're
awesome.
sorry for you.
You get E for effort.
We need
No
to.
more updates.
And you
We
get a
need
litter
to
box.
reboot
And you get a
him.
litter box. And you get a litter box. Just reach back under your seat, and there's your litter box.
Oh my!
It's Fresh Step.
I
You
got
don't even
the
have to get up.
I
It's
got the newest
clumping.
update.
How big are the fucking boxes?
They're just like standard boxes.
Are you kidding me?
I think so. I don't know.
How
I
do
went
you-
to an alternative ed, so I don't know.
Single use.
Oh my gosh! Do you have to, where do they put them in a stall? Like is
Single
one
use.
stall for the kitties?
The only thing I can picture is it's just sitting
Is
out
that
in the
considered
open.
a stall then, or a closet? Because most people put their litter box in a closet.
I know.
So,
Wow,
so you got a
this
bunch of
is-
kids walking into.
That's
They're
just
not. They
gross.
just got to hover.
Dude, it's gonna
I guess they're gonna get
stink
really
so
good at
bad.
squatting.
I'm really curious. Could you could you
Now,
report back?
do they go? Do they go totally strict? There's not a clump of toilet paper laying on top of the kitty box, right? They don't get to. If you're a cat, you don't wipe,
You lick
right?
yourself.
I mean, the
No,
best you
just
could
lick
do.
it clean.
Do they leave them a strip of carpet somewhere in the bathroom as well, so they can scoot across it, kind of.
How you're grossing me out.
Yeah, but that's how
Lord,
fucking stupid this
Lord,
is. Come
Lord,
on.
have mercy. Have mercy.
Oh
Lord.
my goodness.
That's just terrible.
Okay, so
Terrible.
primary recap.
With cat-like reflexes.
Cat-like reflex.
You know who's more
But
like
if you
a cat?
drop them from the ceiling, do they still
Cats?
land on their feet?
No, you know who's more
Yeah,
like a cat?
sometimes. Don't do it with the dog. He'll land on
Joe
his
Biden.
back
Joe Biden.
every time.
I bet if he identified as a cat,
Yeah,
he would just go away.
he'd be like,
He'd just
You
go
forget
away.
where he lives
He'd
and just
wander off.
he wouldn't care if he had, he'd be like, yeah, fuck you.
Wanders
My
off.
fellow Americans, I'm a cat.
I'm a cat.
I mean, he's kind of a cat.
He is. He's quite.
I can see
He
him
wants
doing that
attention
though.
all the time.
Yeah.
When you
Be like,
give it to him, he doesn't want it
"Meow."
anymore.
Yep.
Meow.
Tim's over here adding
Hey, little
shit.
girl.
I
He's
think-
switched my thing.
I think it's sad. Did you see him where he was coughing on TV and then going around and shaking hands with the hand that he coughed on? It was great.
He's adjusting his fonts over
Yeah,
here
I just had
while
COVID.
we're
Well,
talking.
he said he was smart. He just has to be
Well,
there.
he didn't. He said basically he tested negative for COVID. So even though he's got a cough, it's okay to not use hand sanitizer because he coughed at least twice before he visited. You know.
And I bet
He's
I bet
hacking
he
all
never
over it.
sanitized before after he shook all.
No,
hands.
hell no.
No.
He hacked into his hand, shook over his hand.
Yeah. Well, ugh,
I'm a super spreader.
I was scared of him.
All right, Tim's over here, so I
like
can't
I'm a
hit my
newer
buttons while
spreader.
Tim's adjusting. So as soon as I go to adjust,
Yeah, it was like, do you, and that's the thing that, do you watch? Do you pay attention? Because do you notice these things?
Not
because
many people do.
exactly, Nate, a lot of people didn't even see that. And of course, I watched on
I mean, ignorance
One
is
America
bliss, but
or
there's a
Newsmax,
thin
you know.
line.
So I saw it, but they said, did you see him cough on his hands, you know? And did you see him not
Right.
do anything and go over and mingle and shake hands and stuff? And it's like,
well, but he made the effort to cough into his hand, so he gets.
and on
yeah,
the
instead of
microphone,
He gets the
and
E for-
Anybody
E for
who
effort.
just coughs out loud. I
That's
mean,
better
it's
than
doing the
coughing
same thing.
right in their face, isn't it?
no, no.
Why
Shut
don't you
up,
just?
Vince.
What is it? What isn't it?
No,
though?
he's our
But why didn't you just stay in the fucking basement where you belong?
If he really wanted to be a super spreader, he would have just coughed right in their faces.
Yeah, that.
But he gave them the courtesy.
Oh, and then he
Well,
wanted
I mean,
to come
he's only
over
been
and-
jabbed all with everything that's
All.
available,
All.
and then been tested positive.
Are we
Yeah.
for sure of that too? That he's gotten the jab, or has he gotten the placebo?
You know, the official story is that he
I
got
don't think
the
it would hurt
actual.
if he got either.
I don't think they'd have to give him anything, and he'd
Well, I
still be
think-
the same condition.
Right.
I do too, but I'm just wondering because you know, I'd like to really know the truth. I don't think we ever get the truth out
No,
of them
I don't
people.
think so.
I mean,
I think
the
that's-
dude's almost as old as the earth he walks on, so I don't think it matters if he got either one.
Yeah, and I don't think I think the all the NFL players got the placebo, and they didn't let Rodgers in on it because he's the one that protested and didn't want to get jabbed. And I think they were like, dude, it's just a placebo. I don't think they let him in on it because all of the
They
soccer.
didn't want him telling everybody.
Well, the soccer, yeah, exactly. The soccer players over in throughout Europe are dropping dead left and right. They continue to drop dead, just heart attacks on the field.
Well, yeah,
healthy.
They probably gave them the right thing, though.
They did.
Right.
Healthy 23-year-old, players running and just stops and has a heart attack and a seizure right there. You're like, what the hell? But we haven't had that.
2 days ago.
But we haven't had that in our football players. Now you've had a lot of high school athletes dropping dead in the middle of games. Now that's because they actually got jabbed, right? They didn't get the placebo. But a lot of your other sports
you
figures.
Ain't gotta worry about me dropping that on the work side. I'm good.
Yeah, no jabby jab for you.
No jab.
No jabby jab for you.
He just Asian.
He's just Asian.
He's just saying. And they'll get
I
it.
mean,
Amazing.
It was made there, so that must mean I'm immune, right?
He's an Amazing Asian.
No,
Exactly.
no,
I must have the facts wrong.
And like the rice patties.
that's a fact.
Oh,
Well, you came from where they had all the
Yeah,
the wet
yeah.
markets and everything, right?
who's already dead? Oh, he's saying
No, dude.
No.
Mr. Lauder said that Biden's already dead. You know what? Did you guys see the robot?
No.
When he came out and blinked like 3 times in 10 minutes or whatever the fuck it was. How many times was
Dude,
it?
in some interviews, he just doesn't blink, period. And they're like 3-hour-long interviews.
It was the most coherent he's been in a long time, and he blanked. He didn't even he blinked once a minute or something like that, and it was like everybody went off on it. And then the next time you see him, he's just back to incoherency.
The lizard people are real.
So they're saying that we have a robot for a president
Yeah.
as a stand-in.
Yeah. What's this new button here, Tim?
Let's see.
And
Like an
fuck
episode
you
of-
if you don't like it.
That's a good one.
All right. Where'd you get that? Where's that one from?
And fuck you if you don't like it.
I like that one.
And that fits a lot.
Keep
of our
in mind, I
sentences.
cannot hear stream if I'm talking to you, so I have your stream
Oh.
muted. Which one did you push?
I pushed and fuck you if you don't like it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Where's that from? You just picked it up off the air?
You recognize his voice?
It sounds very familiar.
And fuck you if you
Everyone
don't like
chat,
it.
chat, see if they know who that is.
Newt Gingrich.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
God, that sounds so familiar. Who is that? All right, everybody. That's the challenge in
Someone
chat.
from CNN.
That's the challenge in chat to
It's a movie, right, Tim?
it's a movie or is
No,
it
that
just
came from an interview.
from
oh,
an interview?
Oh, that was close.
Okay, with a vampire or just a regular interview?
Oh.
That was a movie.
Just a regular interview.
Well, I was trying to combine Vince, like, is it an interview
Was
or
it the
a movie?
interviewer?
What if
or
it was
the
an interview with a
interviewee?
vampire? That's a movie.
It was
And
the
an interview.
interviewee who said that.
Oh.
Oh,
And you want a hint?
I do.
Yes, but
And
give me a hint.
fuck you
Um,
if you don't like it.
The hint is that was his response. Ooh, this might be too easy though. Well, not really. That was his response to everyone getting butthurt because of his tweet
I'm still a little lost.
about
The jabby jab.
about an image of a woman.
Oh,
And fuck you if you don't like it. And fuck you if you don't like it.
He's trying to get it now.
I'm just pushing the button and trying to figure out who
The
it is.
line before that was not beautiful.
Not beautiful.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
God, I don't. Is it Steve Bannon? It sounds. I don't know.
Challenge is
No.
out there.
The only one I know about the interview was I don't know. I'm lost. It's a great quote though. We'll just keep playing it when I feel like it. What's this one?
Peter, don't you know who you are?
Oh, Peter Pan. Peter.
Peter, don't you know who you are?
No, but you know what?
He was confused.
I do know. I do want to reaffirm
I don't
the
think
new
there was a
name
litter
for.
box there.
I do want to reaffirm the new name for monkeypox.
Schlong COVID.
Schlong COVID.
Schlong
Schlong COVID.
We've been calling it Manky Panks.
Oh, Tim, were you switching? Because I there we go.
Because how
I'd
do
like
you
get
get
caught in the middle.
How do you get the Manky Panks?
Manky Panks. You're gay.
You do the manky panky?
You do the Manky Panky
Look
and
at
you
this.
get the Manky
Look
Panks.
at this right here.
That's what it's all about.
The spider going up.
Look at this little spider going up. and
Pick
you-
him.
you got him.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't even.
Better
get it
Call
yet.
Saul is what Tim's Mr. Lauder is saying.
Better call what?
No, not Call Saul.
Okay. Hannah says sounds like Trump.
No.
I know that's not correct.
Better
No.
call
Good
Darth.
try though, Hannah. I appreciate
Better
you.
call Darth Maul.
Better call Darth Maul. Better call Maul.
Better call Maul.
You know what? I did watch the whole Breaking Bad
Could be a
series,
funny
but I've
one.
had no desire to watch Better Call Saul, and it's probably funnier because the actor in it. What was his Mr. Nobody? That was actually a really good.
No, it's just nobody.
Oh, Nobody. That was a really good movie.
It's nobody.
But he had to get like really super fit for
Not
that movie.
Mister.
I thought it was Mr.
No,
Nobody.
No, it's nobody.
Go look at it.
Nobody.
Unplug yourself and go look at that shelf.
You're pointing towards the end
I'm
direction.
pointing towards the ends.
The-
But if it's
'cause you know
Mr., it's
numerical.
in the M's.
But if it's
Is the
Nate's
ends
going.
over there?
Nate can't take it. He's going.
I know.
The N and M's right there. L
nobody.
L M N O
And
P.
nobody's coming to
N
save you.
L M. That's where the movie cases are.
So
Not
the,
even Austin Powers.
Not even Austin Powers. What's Nate doing? Let's see.
It'd be black with yellow text and say nobody.
or Mr. Nobody.
Correct. It's just called Nobody.
It's just called Nobody.
No.
The movie's actually about he doesn't have a body, so it's called Nobody.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's all about a dream he had after he got decapitated.
How do
That's
you?
not what that
Nobody.
movie's about.
How do you dream that
No
you had?
body.
Oh shit.
I haven't seen any.
Tim
body
says Better Call Saul was funny,
anywhere.
I'm assuming. All right, everybody's going to keep guessing, and we're just going to go back to it periodically to
And fuck
clue number
you
2.
if you don't like it.
and
And fuck
want a
you
clue number 2?
if you don't like it.
Oh,
Quit talking.
Tim wants.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
all right, so it does sound like Saul from Better Call Saul.
It does sound like him.
Number 2, which was number 2?
No, I said the second clue.
He
Oh
said
yes,
you want
yes,
a second
I want a second clue. Yes, I do. Please.
Not beautiful was because of the swimsuit edition.
Not beautiful.
Obese model.
Oh, chubby, hey?
Mm,
Obese.
I'm
The
still.
tweet
I've never
was
seen one of
sorry,
those.
not beautiful. Somebody should get this.
Sorry, not beautiful because she was obese in
'Cause
a
they had no-
swimsuit
yeah.
model.
Yeah, that
And-
should have given it to somebody. Somebody should know.
Nobody knows.
You watch more news than I do, surprisingly, because you have to glean through it. Yeah, Mr. Lauder says he's so lost. He says, "Yeah, I am so lost, dude. You just have to tell us where the fuck's it from."
That's fucking Jordan Peterson. dude.
Peterson.
Oh, is it Peterson? You just got it. He just looked it up. All right, you're not going to trivia night with us.
I
you
saw him
fucking
go to
cheater.
his phone on the camera, and so I figured I'd say it because I knew he was cheating.
You fucking
No.
cheater. Oh,
He's-
that's right.
he's
And didn't he get
watching
completely?
you.
Didn't Jordan Peterson get completely deplatformed for that shit?
I don't know. He got a bunch of other shit he's getting deplatformed for. I don't think that was really. That's like the cherry. That's like the stem on top of the cherry, on top of the icing, on top of the cake.
Yeah. That was some libtard's wet dream. Anyways.
Well, alrighty
good on
then.
him for saying
E
that.
All right,
for
Jordan Peterson.
effort.
Jordan Peterson liked to chime in.
Well,
Hey,
good.
Jordan, what do you say about that?
And fuck you if you don't like it.
All right, then. There it is.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I
you
think
Well, I
know,
that's
thought Granny
awesome.
Wendy's quote was a little bit more apropos for your. You got a bunch of kids don't know who they are.
I agree. Bunch of libtards.
He was fighting in bathtubs.
Well, and
laughing your
whose
ass
job is it to help them out? It's the adults.
Hey, I want to put out the charge right now for all the kids that think that they're something other than what God created them to be.
Never go for a retard.
It may seem fun at
But
the
you-
time, but it will come back and bite you. It'll come back and bite you.
Flacco!
What?
This is flaming Flacco!
Oh, okay. Flaming dragon. Fuckface.
We have too much fun.
Identify as a cat.
Motherfucker that ever lived.
What?
An imbecile. Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
That's a Joe
That's
Biden
what I
quote.
thought he said.
Start talking and talk fast, you lousy bum. We've been.
Okay, I coughed in my hand. Let's shake hands. now.
Okay, let's be
Let's
fellowship.
do the Biden thing. Remember that?
It's pre-moistened. My hand is pre-moistened. Moist hand.
I coughed on it twice.
Like a moist towelette.
All right.
No
Except this
germs
one smells
here.
funny.
All right.
No germs here.
See, this is how much fun we have. Okay, so let's look at the. I got some notes tonight. The Trump effect on the primaries. Now, for the record, let everybody know now. I'll let you all know. Everybody out there. I am now a precinct delegate. I'm technically in politics now. Thank you, Vince.
Everyone hide.
I was going to tell him to shut up over there.
So yeah,
you all felt it. You need a symbol there.
Yeah. You know what? I do. Don't we still have those? Let's see.
Standard synthesizer. Hi-hat.
There's that one. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. I found it.
See?
You are a delicate. So what are you going to do for
I'm not
your...
delicate.
I
Most
said,
delicate
you
delegate
are
ever.
You are the delicate. The delicate
You are
one.
so
Vote for
delicate.
GSG.
I
He's a
said
delicate
He's delicate.
delegate. You stop that now, young man. Eat your
Delegate?
vegetables.
How about delicate?
He's a delicate.
James is
Clapping
chiming in. He
again.
says, "What a freaking fantastic group of beautiful people to enlighten my evening. Love you all. We love you too, James.
All right.
Thanks
love
for
you,
tuning
Hey,
in.
James.
Thanks for tuning in, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
bro.
bro. Did you take my mouse? I can't scroll. Fucking Tim takes.
I didn't take it.
Oh, how droll.
Mr. Lauder says he's clapping with one hand.
No, I don't have your mouse.
Oh, okay.
Then he's so lost.
He was lost earlier because
Honey,
he couldn't figure
you'll
out.
catch up.
He
Just
couldn't
keep
figure out the
listening.
Jordan Peterson. I couldn't figure it out.
You never admit
Jor-
until you
I
have
don't
to.
think I don't
Jordan-
think I've ever seen that interview.
With Jordan
I know
Peterson.
I
Yeah,
have.
that's why I
here's-
didn't
So we're
know.
good.
Well, here's what he said.
It's the only reason I
And
didn't know.
fuck you if you don't like it.
So, I mean, that's what he said.
That's in the interview.
I didn't quite
okay?
hear that. Did you hear that?
And fuck you if you don't like
Okay.
it.
So,
I think I got it.
I can tell you right now, just from hearing that, he was totally justified.
yeah.
He,
You know.
Hey.
There's probably a lot of people that thought,
How's that, asshole?
how's that, asshole? Wow, we have
Steven
too much
Crowder
fun.
Say, China is asshole.
No, he just plays the he just he just plays the clip from the guy.
Yeah.
What do you think about China? China is asshole.
Dude, he's got like one of the best impersonations ever. He goes real high up and he's like,
China is asshole. Yeah, Crowder's good.
"Oh, what you think you're doing?"
He's got like 10 interns though. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know,
Oh, you mean he can switch his stuff
Yeah,
and
he's
get it going
he's got role models.
without having to do it himself?
I mean,
He's got roles.
Tim's editing.
a bunch of followers.
Tim's editing videos for 4 other people right now while he tries to help me just slog along here. Right, Tim?
Next time
Thank
I'm
you,
just
Tim.
gonna go that way.
Yeah. No, watch.
Appreciate the effort.
He's got to switch something over so that he can go. Yes, that's true.
You get an E for effort, Tim.
You do.
Am I kicked
Which
off
could also-
Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Cheers to it.
Mr. Graham's asking if I'm kicked off Facebook. Mr. Graham, they took our entire Facebook page. I'm seeing us on Facebook. Says we've got at least 5 viewers over there, and then a whole bunch of other people
It's probably
viewing.
just one.
Well, there's 4 now. Then it pops back to 5. So it says we're still live. Yeah, see, I'm seeing it in live time. So go to my main page.
And it has.
It's working.
Yeah.
Because the only reason I popped on there was to keep track of the chat.
So.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the primary recap. So you got voted in as a delegate.
I did.
A delegate.
A delicate delegate. I was a delegate delegate.
Yes.
Wow.
Shut up, Vince.
Yes.
He did.
Okay, creeper.
That was his.
I voted.
That was his Morpheus. Yes. Oh shit. Yes. Tim, find me that one.
Yeah.
Find me that one. He goes. I don't know what they want from you, but you better get out of the building. Oh shit. Yes. That's fucking awesome. Anyways, so yes, I was voted in for a delegate. I think I received 169 votes.
Nice.
There was 11 people for 7 spots, and I came in at number 6.
5 or 6, yep.
5 or 6, something like that.
Yep. You were in the top 6 for sure.
I actually have a meeting on Thursday, a delegate meeting, some training and some. It's a delegate. What the fuck is it? A county convention, is what they call it.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
So you get initiated, so to speak, into this
Yes.
new world of politics.
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 I'm pacing myself. I don't want to just hit him right up.
Calm down. Don't say anything. And then when you have all of your ammunition.
Oh, you don't like Trump? Fuck you.
When I'm
you're
ready,
fully loaded, dude.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
that's what I'll be like. I'll be like, hey, everybody, it's been great getting to know you guys, and but here's how I really feel.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
So that's where we'll
That's
be.
just wrong.
We got a new clip. I love it. We got to play the fuck out of it.
It hurts my head, man.
Okay, so
And
the primary results across the nation were pretty badass. So the primary recap, the Trump effect. Check this shit out. Here's Trump with I think that's Abbott. No, that's
Charles Hebster.
Is that NE? NE is that Nevada?
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Okay. Anyways, so this one's pending. This one's Carrie Lake's pending. She's gonna win.
They did it just today, didn't they?
No, they did it They did it last week,
Oh, it
but
is
they better still
Nebraska.
count it. Is it Nebraska?
Charles Herbster.
He lost. So these are gubernatorial races. So they're about, I'm going to say they're about 50-50 with the wins. Well, there's quite a few wins right there. Woo! And then there's a bunch that are pending and stuff like that. But check this out. So here's the Senate races. Pending 1, pending 1, pending 1, pending, pending 1, pending 1, pending. Here's for the House of Representatives. 1, pending, 1, pending, pending a runoff or results as runoff. So they either won or they haven't figured out that they fucking won. The pending.
There's a lot of ones and pendings. I was getting a new
Here's the
software
first
update.
loss. Here's the first loss.
Got a new
In
software.
Madison Cawthorn, I guarantee they fucking stole that one. Guarantee it. That's in North Carolina. And there's a lot of shenanigans going on there. Anyways, there's the second loss that I've seen. and South Carolina. A lot of shit going on there. There's a disqualification. They try to figure that out. Like they're trying to disqualify Trump.
Those are pretty much all winners.
Yeah, pretty much all winners. Whole bunch of wieners. So that is the Trump effect on the election. I want to say that it was 42. It was like 42 of the major races out of 45 that Trump endorsed. 42 won. So pretty awesome. Comments? The Trump effect is in play, which leads to our next.
Still doesn't get any of the higher ups out.
Well, it's a grassroots organization.
Sounds a little terroristy.
It's not a tree.
Sounds a little terroristy.
It's not a tree. It's a grassroots.
Isn't that a little bit terroristy, though? Terroristical.
Terroristical?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a word. If you're not with us, then you're with the terrorists. Terrorists.
Terrorists.
A terrorist. Thank you, George W.
It's tyranny outside.
Terrorist. So let's talk about the raid on Mar-a-Lago. President Trump's private residence in Florida. The truth about the FBI raid on Trump. Paul Joseph Watson. I love his face. Look at that guy's face.
He's incredulous.
Paul Joseph Watson.
He's incredulous. Did
He's
you
awesome.
see that face? He's like, I can't believe
He
this
does look
stuff.
delicate. He's a delicate delegate. Nate, are you getting in the bucket? Let's see. Is this Paul Joseph Watson? Oh, it's not plugged in, so we can't play it over there. Anyways, check that out. I know that Paul Joseph... Weren't we listening to it earlier, Ma?
Yeah.
And I don't have it plugged in, so you can't hear it.
Isn't your plug right here?
Joseph Watson.
Yeah, but I don't have the other cord up here.
Paul Joseph Watson.
So
And if I do, I take away Tim's voice.
Oh, we
So,
don't want to do that.
Yeah, we got to work on that. But anyways, yeah, it was good. It was great. He went through the whole thing. But so we've looked at it. It happened last night. And there was some other stuff. Let's see. So McInerney, Kelly McInerney, she kicks ass. Is it Kayla? Kaylee. That's how you say it. She's Southern. Kaylee McInerney. But I love this. This is on InfoWars, all right? Watch McInerney exposes Democrat deploying never before used statutes to go after political opponents, right? And I think she was on Hannity because there's Hannity. Anyways, she joined Hannity to talk about the raid on Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago. And look at this. YouTube kicked the video off. What a dark, dark day for justice. This was supposed to, which is supposed to be blind, but looks overtly political here. That's what she said. She continued, the Presidential Records Act, as Jonathan Turley noted, is not used criminally. We haven't seen this. But look back in time at what the FBI and the DOJ did. Let's say that with Paul Manafort, where foreign agent registration comes along and his associate, Robert Gates, then it's used aggressively. So they use whatever thing they think they can come up with when they want to come up with it. But when they want to ignore a fucking laptop for an election, or they want to ignore that Hillary Clinton destroyed 33,000 emails, then they do that, you know?
And this should not be.
I would have to full-heartedly agree with that.
I agree 100%.
Do you know the truth? You know, I think that's what, I mean, just the fact that they raided Mar-a-Lago, to me, sends such a huge message of how desperate they are.
Oh, they're fucking desperate.
To change your view, like to change what you're focused on. We just went through the primaries and
how aggressive they're being to get there.
How fast did they come up with this
ridiculous.
shit after this huge midterm primary landslide?
Yeah,
right?
and they're so desperate that they're going to do this, and I mean, when it all comes to push or shove, where's it going to go? I mean, that's what I said. What's the end game in this?
Right.
In all of it, what is the end
Well,
game?
they want to find some. So what the premise of this is, and I listened to Alex Jones, but of course he had Roger Stone and Robert Barnes on there, and the whole premise of this is that if they can pin on Donald Trump somehow that he took classified information, classified documents from the White House while he was president, and then kept him in his private residence
Personal
after he was
place.
no longer president, that they can charge him with
breaching national security.
Yeah, breaching national security, something like that.
Yep.
Anyways, which is completely bullshit because presidents have presidential libraries with documents that their own personal documents that they had while they were president. And he was
they're going after him for taking information that was about himself and all the things he had done throughout his entire presidency.
Right.
They're going after him about himself.
Correct. Saying you're not allowed to have that
Screams
information anymore.
desperate to me.
It is desperate.
It is desperate.
They know that if they don't get rid of this guy somehow, and there's a lot of people talking about how there's potentially an assassination. Well, we all speak against that. And the reality is, I know I still rely on or fall back on the Kim Clement prophetic word, that the only part of the prophetic word that about Trump that hasn't come to pass that Kim Clement spoke was that he'll serve 2 terms. You know? And it's interesting the Lord gave it to him that way because he didn't say he would serve 8 years. You know, he said he would serve 2 terms. I know this. How come we all of a sudden got a fruit fly
I feel
up
the
here?
same way.
Woo! I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the desperation, it speaks to people who realize that this is a disgrace, okay?
Yeah.
To the American people.
I clapped too.
Did you clap too?
Good
We didn't
job.
come through, buddy.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, clap.
Yeah.
They're not consecutive.
Yeah. This is disgraceful the way that they're pulling this off, but in the long run, we need to pray and we need to be vocal with our friends and family and people around us that, you know, your emotions may be here, but the facts are here. So let's get knowledge and understanding of what the facts are, the truth is. That's why I don't like Fauci.
Fauci's a piece of shit.
He never once brought us facts. And he still doesn't know what the facts are. He's not fishing for the facts. He's fishing for rhetoric and fear.
As much attention as he can pull.
Yes.
Well,
Spears
he's
he can strike.
demonic.
Yes.
That guy's fucking demonic.
Yeah. And so every time you've listened to him, where and when did you hear anything that was factual? He skirted around. I never seen a man spin so much.
You've got to understand.
Yeah, no, you're spinning, Mr. Fauci.
Listen, it's not.
I'm
with all due
listening.
respect,
Why don't you say
Senator Paul,
something?
it is not gain of
Say
function research that we
something.
did. We did functional gaining research of some kind, but it was not gain of function research. It was functional gaining research, and I never made any money. Maybe $10.
Oh, that was
yeah.
per
It was like, dude,
person.
yeah, it's like, dude, you fucking lied.
Oh my Lord. Facts.
Avalex LLC. It's not like he had a server in his basement. Yeah, Trump didn't have. Hillary had a whole server in her basement with thousands of classified documents on it, and they did nothing. They did nothing to her. Yeah.
Yeah, now because he's being successful, they want to raid him because they think he has the information.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
He must be doing what Hillary was doing.
Apparently he's
Can't
doing
let
it
that
better because they
happen.
didn't find anything.
We can't let that happen with a Republican.
Mr. Lauder says Rashid won here. Is that Rashida Tlaib or is that who's?
Yeah, but she was the only one running in the Democratic primary.
He
Hello.
says, I wonder if she ever applied for citizenship. Assimilation doesn't look like that. Yeah, straight. Yeah, she's a piece of shit. Mr. Acton is tuning in over here, and he says a president, at his discretion, can declassify a document at any time, so the FBI has no leg to stand. They never had a leg. You're exactly right.
Well, what they're doing is 100% illegal.
It's completely illegal.
They don't have anything to back it.
Yeah, they have nothing.
But who's going to call them on it? Who's calling them on it?
Right.
This is our problem. It's not what we know the right and wrong. What we have is this government officials pulling the wrong on us, and we're looking at them going, what the hell are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And who's going to hold them accountable?
Well, that's the thing is they're a government agency. Nobody's going to call anything on them. Because they
they're
think
getting
that
away
there's
with
nothing anybody can do about it.
Is that what the deal is?
You know what I love? The rumbling right now is coming out.
Somebody should have smacked them.
Well, the rumbling coming out is there's more and more people coming out now and saying abolish the Fed, abolish the FBI, abolish the CIA. I mean, when JFK came out and said he was going to splinter the CIA, that's when the wheels were put in motion to get rid of him. That's when they were going to get rid of him. But it's becoming more and more. I heard it today and it was great. I think we were listening to the main show on InfoWars with Alex Jones, and somebody called in and said, we've got to have another constitutional convention. And the constitutional convention is where the states get together and abolish the federal government, basically. Is they get together and they go, you're no longer valid, and we are independent states in a union together, but our states are our own sovereign. That's the whole premise. The individual is sovereign, the counties, the states, and then we're part of a union of states. And this federal government is a piece of shit. Well, so let's see what's going on over here.
Oh shit!
Yes.
That's what we want to as we expose all the bullshit that's going on, done by the predominant leftists and the rhinos in the government. We want to hear this.
Oh shit!
Yes.
I think the one thing that we personally I take away from this Mar-a-Lago thing is Trump can look at him and go, "Didn't hurt me."
Who was it? It was immediate. No, it didn't hurt him. It was immediate. I don't remember who it was. I saw it in one of my feeds, either on Getter or on Truth Social. But it was because we got the text last night. We're at dinner, and so I immediately looked it up, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's spewing it at dinner.
I was like,
oh shit.
Yes.
And I was like.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
And that's. But anyways, I looked it up and I was like, the first one in the feed, whatever social media I jumped on real quick, was that it got rated, and then the one like the next one came up and it was like, well, Trump just won 2024. You just assured that he won 2024.
Yeah, didn't hurt me.
Yeah, because I mean,
hurt him.
You just literally went after him absolutely politically. There is no justification for this whatsoever.
But I have to say, I was on the way here and I was listening to, I don't know, rock station or whatever, and this black guy got on there and he's spewing and he said, Trump's a criminal and that's why they went in. And, the reason I bring it up is because the man was convinced.
Right.
As he's speaking, he's like, he's a criminal. He did this and he did this. And it's like, where are you getting your information
And I would
from?
say to that gentleman, you are wrong.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
It was so bad that I was like,
you don't like the fact that you're wrong.
I
fuck
clicked
you.
it and
Then
went,
fuck you.
I ain't listening to that bullshit.
Exactly.
It's, you may think you have it, but
you don't.
I'm telling you, the truth will always come through.
And don't ever forget.
A nutless monkey could do your job.
That's right. Let's see. Tim says like a salty cracker.
Yeah, usually people don't find the truth unless they're looking for it.
Mr. Acton says even the left-wing Trump haters say this will catapult him to a win in 2024. Yeah, this was, I've heard so many pundits today say this was the biggest mistake they could have made to go after him like this. I mean, this is,
and especially because he's going, what the heck?
I really hope every single one of those FBI agents got a raise, because it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You better have stashed that away somewhere, because you're done. Yeah.
The whole office is going to get cleaned out.
Oh.
Well, they have
the
to
Salty
silence
Cracker podcast,
the people, right? They have to silence them, guys.
Absolutely.
They have to cover
They're gonna try.
They're going to try.
Well, I think it's, I think the technology that we have now that we didn't have, 30, 40 years ago is going to bury these people. And I don't think that they planned on this, because this has been a plan for a long time.
Oh, yeah, with all the technology we have now, it's going to bite them in the ass.
Exactly, because
and it's not going to be a light nibble either. It's going to tear a chunk out.
That's what I believe. I believe that there's no hiding from this one.
Tearing a chunk out your ass.
They say you can't hide from Big Brother. Well, that's also true about the little brothers.
Big Brother can't hide from us.
That's right. The little brothers got you, and we're more plentiful.
Yeah, there's more of us than of them.
They've been beating up on us and bullying on us all this time, and you know what? We just been getting stronger and stronger.
Well, all this stuff they're doing isn't for them; it's for the 1%.
I just look at them and go, "Well, you ain't a bear, therefore you ain't gonna kill me." Right. What makes you stronger? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, except for bears. Well, you ain't a bear. So I'm getting stronger. Keep coming. I actually have this last week watched the verdict come forth with the Alex Jones case, and I've watched him hit a like it was just this struggle and all this shit was on him, and the verdicts came in and he just hit that crest of that hill, and now he's just gliding. He's like, "Yep."
And all this publicity from that case has skyrocketed him.
Skyrocketed him. I'm like, you dumb motherfuckers. In one day.
It's he's so like, sad,
he got on. He was on the air yesterday, and he was like, "Thank you, everybody." He's like, everybody that went to the InfoWars store yesterday put us back in the red. And he's like, and if you do it
back in the black.
He's like, if you do it again in one day, we'll be back in the black. And I'm like, dude. And the amount of people that are like, I didn't know who you were, and then I saw this thing, and I came and checked you out, and you're like, holy shit, I really like what you have to say. You're like, you dumb, you fucking idiot leftist.
They thought it was gonna hurt him.
No,
and
it
did the exact opposite.
And that's what I'm saying. The technology is gonna turn on them because they don't realize that we do have a mind. And we do have one of the things we talked about before was, do you have a vote?
Right.
You have a vote if you vote.
Yes.
If you don't vote, you gave it up. You gave up your vote. And that's what we said last week is like, you know what? Don't tell me that your vote doesn't count and you don't want to vote because you made it for sure it doesn't count, dumbass.
Right. Exactly.
So if you didn't vote in the primary, you're a dumbass because your vote didn't count. And you did it on purpose.
Yep.
You didn't say, don't say.
Purpose yourself.
Exactly.
Even though you in the back of your mind you're thinking, well, if I vote, I'm only one person, and my vote probably won't count. Blah blah blah. Do it anyways, dummy. Because you don't know that you're giving it up by relinquishing it.
Right. And you know what? Here's the thing. As much as people say that, your vote doesn't even count anymore, and then they do the same thing with juries because the courts have been so hijacked. Okay, but still get in there. It's like,
participate.
I'm thinking a movie reference, and they go the cockpits. I'm trying to think of it. It's like he's like, get in there and do it. And he's like, the cockpit's all shut to hell, and he's like, well, get in there and fly what's left. Fly what's left of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just get in there and do your best.
Yeah, what do you got to lose? Because guess what?
Right. You sit back and do nothing. It's guaranteed, but at least you get in there And it's like, okay. And I'm trying to remember, it had to be a war movie, something like that. But it's like, well, fly. He's like, the cockpit's all shot to hell. And he's like, well, get in there and do your best anyways.
You either cruise or crash. Which are you doing?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, you got to do something. Are you going to stand there and go, I don't know what to do? I see a lot of people doing that. I don't know what to do.
So
doing nothing doesn't do it.
I had to verify who Averlex is, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say his name, but great to have you tuning in, brother. He thought I was going to go on Sunday and then Mac him over when we played pool and stuff like that. He's like, dude, when are you going on? When are you going on? I'll elaborate if he gives me permission.
All right.
But
cool.
he said there is a silent majority. You're absolutely right, but they're getting poked in the side and going, what the fuck?
It's time to step up.
They're getting loud.
Well, and it's just like Jeremy became a delegate.
I did. I'm the delegate now.
And he
delegate.
I'm a
delegate. Delegate.
I'm a delegate delegate.
The thing is, what moved you to do that?
Fucking retards.
Oh my word! And
Wait.
That's where we have,
I will clarify.
Okay.
Never go full retard.
Never go full retard.
Somebody went full retard, and I had to get in there because,
Exactly,
You must unlearn what you have learned.
I had to unlearn what I've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got pushed into the point where you went, I need to speak up.
Well, I really got scared.
I want to hear what I feel and represent the people that I know feel the same way.
You're exactly right.
My understanding of what is right.
And I really got scared because
The ocean will
I heard
rise
this.
1/100th of
You did not get
1%
scared.
over the next 300 fucking years.
I heard the oceans will rise 1/100th of 1%, and I was like, I better get involved in politics.
But the bottom line is, when he said that, he's so ironic in just the analogy of it, because what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do when the oceans rise 1/100th of a 10% or whatever he said? What are you going to do about it?
Right.
Jump on that wave and see if you can ride it back out.
I just don't know if it's very presidential for him to cuss. I just wanted to ask.
You have to use so many cuss words. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about? I have to use so many cuss words.
Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo-Saxon. Oh, we didn't do our Anglo-Saxon for tonight.
What is it?
Please excuse my Anglo-Saxon.
Dear Aunt Martha.
Please excuse my Anglo-Saxon, but I ain't fucking French.
You don't know, PEMDAS.
Right. Mom, would you like to give us our... What, are you having a conversation over there?
What?
I was just saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah.
PEMDAS.
What?
Is this math class?
What is this? Is it?
Am I back in high school? I don't like it.
Quiz tomorrow.
Shit, I
I'm
didn't
gonna drop
study.
out.
I didn't study. He's dropping out. I didn't study.
If you're not there, then fuck you if you don't like it.
You got to
wait.
You got to have that queued up.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
You got to let me.
If you're not there.
Mom, explain to us Anglo-Saxon.
Oh, yeah. I finally decided that the word fuck is used a lot.
It's bad, okay? It's just bad.
Well, it's used a lot, and it's so bad, and especially in the Christian world or the conservative world.
Jesus this and Jesus that.
And I understand it. I grasp it, but I thought, you know what? We need to understand the meaning of it. So I went back, and in history, it says that the Anglo-Saxon, that's how they talked, and the word was for lovemaking, or it meant to beat against.
Which is pretty much the same thing.
Yes. Beat it. Did you have to go there, honey? People can't figure that out on their own. So, anyways, the French...
Well, no, these days you have to tell them what it means.
I guess. Well, the French didn't like the word fuck.
We do not like that word. It's so vulgar and disgusting.
They felt it was vulgar, but this was part of...
disgusting.
The Anglo-Saxon, this was the word that they used. So, the French said, no.
No.
Your word, no.
They said, no.
Your word is bad. So we got to say fornication. I went Chinese to cheer.
Fornication.
but
Chinese.
You had to go to fornication.
Fornication.
No,
All
no,
right.
you go over there with those
All right.
fornicators.
I'm sorry.
It's a French Chinese man.
All right, you went too far with
It's-
the Asian.
What?
Show over. We're going to karaoke. Everybody get in the minivan.
Who wants to go to karaoke bowling?
You're making me cry, man. You're making me cry.
You got to get to karaoke.
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 You gotta
It even
get it.
sounds Asian.
Dirty fornicators.
So I think that any time that you want to beat somebody up and pulverize them, you just say fuck.
I'm gonna fuck
Because
you up.
that's exactly how we use
But
it.
with the new word,
I'm gonna
it would be
fornicate you up.
I'm gonna fornicate you up.
Don,
No, it doesn't work.
I don't think they run after that one.
Don says in the chat, he says coitus.
I'm gonna run away.
Wouldn't use
Coitus.
handcuffs.
Coitus.
Oh yeah,
Coitus.
thank you, because I was gonna bring
What
that
the
up
fuck?
from Big Bang Theory. He's coitus. It's like, okay, no. So
It is fun to use these other words. What's this one? I don't have glasses, huh?
That's the one that they were reading earlier on InfoWord.
Oh, I asked for strength. God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom. God gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity. God gave me a brain and energy to work. I asked for courage, and God gave me danger to overcome. I asked for love, and God gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favors, and God gave me opportunities. I received nothing I wanted and everything that I needed. That was awesome. That was Alex said that earlier today.
because you're not getting it. It's like if you give a kid something, everything that they want, okay? Whatever they want, you give it to them. Are they grateful?
Jeff, yeah.
Do they like you?
Right.
Do they even I can guarantee you they'll stand there and stomp their foot because they know they're gonna get everything they want. So they'll tell you, I want you. Just watch what's Johnny Depp in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Watch those kids. The one little girl gets
Oh,
Daddy, I want a
Faruka
house.
Soap.
Daddy, I want
Daddy,
this.
I want the
golden goose.
I want the golden goose. Now, Faruka, you calm down. You.
Dinner's ready.
Yeah, that child was just really, really
I
precious.
want,
Didn't
but
you
I
think?
want that. Oh, so Mr.
Daddy?
Graham actually found us on Facebook. Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
But he's still chiming in over here. He asks, have we read the Bible? Because we're lucky that we can even go to the bathroom. That's from The Simpsons. Simpsons.
Oh.
Like it's not in the Bible. How do you know to go take a shit? It's not in there.
I don't know, but
I mean, people tell me the
suggest you
acronym for
not
I
hold
was not
that stuff in.
instructed to do
That's the
these
one
But
that
things.
use the litter
but
box.
people tell me that Bible, the term Bible, they made it into the acronym, right? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. And I go, doesn't teach anything about restroom time or showering properly or, I mean, those are basic instructions that we had to teach the grandkids, teach the kids, that I was taught. It's like, that's basic instructions. Anyways.
Sounds like common knowledge.
Oh,
to
sounds
me.
like it. Annie chimes in over here on Facebook, and she wants me for president.
Right on,
I don't think so.
I cast my ballot.
I'll be the president of the Man Cave Club.
There you go, for sure.
Sounds like a militia.
Terrible.
Don't say that. The FBI will come raid us because they raid you for any fucking thing, even when you're not guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a receipt earlier.
Yeah?
You might want that. Might want a receipt.
You get an E for effort.
Because I kept it.
You need to go to your room.
I kept it for tax reasons.
You get an E
Oh.
for effort.
Good for you.
Uh-huh. So everybody's chiming in. I love it. Appreciate everybody in chat. It's going great. Let's move to our... I gotta get that out. So we've dealt with our Anglo-Saxon, right?
Yeah, we talked about Anglo-Saxon. So get
Yeah.
over yourself
I
with
ain't
the
fucking
words.
French.
And, and
people are so hung up on that shit. It's like,
and-
dude, do you know how to communicate?
I think a person who's good and loving and kind and considerate and takes care of their family and stuff, if they say fuck, they're okay.
You know,
They might want to beat somebody.
I've seen people that don't cuss who are also not generous, not nice, not loving.
Right.
and act like they're all. Again, they have this self-righteousness.
Seems like it makes a goddamn difference.
Teacher.
Yeah, so we recognize.
I have a prime example. So
all right, Mr. Lauder, you're getting out of line over here on Facebook. You need to calm down.
So I get off the expressway on 59 off of 23 going north. And I was going to the east, and I was looking at my phone, and the light changed, and I put my phone down, and the guy behind me went on his horn. He didn't just do toot, like, come on. He went and Leslie goes, geez, 10 seconds, and you get the jam. Well, guess what kind of car he was driving?
A Jeep.
Nope.
Oh, what was it?
Go high, guys. What kind of car was he driving?
Was it a Corvette?
It was a Porsche.
Oh
my.
Hello, Porsche.
And he did not want to wait.
Hello, Porsche.
93, that Porsche is hot.
That Porsche. I said, well, shit, no wonder he honked at me, man. He's got the right of way. Money. Money talks.
Mr. Lauder says important life lessons you should have before it happens. Yeah, those are the true lessons, and we don't.
Here's your basic knowledge before leaving Earth.
Here's your basic knowledge.
Shit happens.
No.
Good luck.
Donna says, do unto others and turn on the fan. No. Do unto others and turn on the fan. That's generally a good practice there in the old restroom area.
I don't know, but I want you to know that I waved to the Porsche with all five.
All five fingers?
Yeah, because I thought, I'm going to have him, he's got to be my friend that he would honk like that.
Kill him with kindness.
Oh, yeah. And Leslie goes, you didn't even eliminate any fingers. And I went, nope. It's all, I'm just going to act like he is my buddy.
And there's so many great sign language possibilities,
Yeah.
You can give him the pinky, right? You can give him the middle finger. That's a standard, right? You can give him the okay symbol, but you turn it down, and that's an asshole.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, asshole.
You looked at it. That's not a free hit.
Now everybody that didn't know that in the
that.
audience knows that now.
You just have your hand outside, like.
Nice.
So
you looked at it.
You looked at it. So for everybody out there, so this is the okay symbol, which we know is racist already. But then if you turn it, you're an asshole. So now you know.
Oh my! Well,
Thanks for playing.
I gave him the whole hand because
I
thought, because I thought, you know what? I know that Porsche guy is important.
Is Grandma Connie gonna have to smack a bitch?
I was gonna say that's what it means. I'll slap your ass.
Just get a little closer, motherfucker. I'm winding up.
I'll see you in about 2 clicks.
What movie was that? What was that? There was a Tim Robbins and what was it? Martin. Martin. What the hell was his name?
Steve Martin?
No.
Martin Short.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. It was Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins. Mike Lowry.
You're talking about Mike Lowry.
But this movie was called Nothing to Lose, and the one guy, Martin Lawrence's character, he's down on his luck. He's got all this, and so he decides he's going to carjack somebody, and he goes to carjack Tim Robbins, who thinks his wife is just found her in bed with another man. And he's like, man, get out the car, man. He's like, this is a carjack. And he's like, boy, did you pick the wrong guy on the wrong day? And he's like, he's like, better buckle up. He's like, I got the gun. He's like, yeah. And he floors it, and they go flying through traffic and it's crazy. Anyways, they go through this whole adventure. It's a great little movie. Anyways, at one point, both of them end up back at Martin Lawrence's mom's place. And she goes in on Martin Lawrence and he's like, man. And Tim Robbins is watching. He goes, yeah, man, you never talk back to your mom. And she reaches over and slaps Tim Robbins right in the face. And she goes, and you got that because you with him.
That's right. I relate.
He's like, no, you got that because you with him.
I relate, man. I'll slap you
Look that
too.
scene up. That's fucking awesome.
I'll slap you too. Oh
that's when movies used to be a commentary on social social life versus trying to create perceptions in people's minds. I need some of that alcohol over there, Mom, please. There's some shot glasses over there. I need a little bit of.
Needs it.
I needs it.
My precious.
I needs it. There's shot glasses in there.
We need
Precious, I needs it.
We needs it.
We needs it. Precious needs it. Before we talk about more news,
First we have to walk 500 miles.
what is potatoes? You know,
Too much starch.
too much starch. Sugary drinks. Who needs their second COVID shot?
Oh, I do.
Grandma gets the second COVID shot.
COVID shot, so I'm behind.
I think that one got washed off in the
I'm
dishwasher.
behind the schedule.
I hate when that happens to
Dude.
the glasses. It happened.
Just
in
comes right off.
Annie had a wine glass, and she's like drinking the wine,
And
and
it's
it's peeling right off
right
in
in
her
her fingers.
hands. Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
I know that'll help over there.
Yeah, you're not supposed to drink acetone.
Grandma, I think you need cherry.
I watched a guy
Vodka?
fill up a styrofoam
Vodka?
cup with
Vodka.
acetone.
Vodka.
A little splash of cherry.
A
you know
little
what happened to the
vodka. I
cup?
have a little. I don't know if I
A
have
little bit of potato
have
water for Grandma.
German in me. Do I have
Little
any Russian in me?
We may have. Vince, you have
Grandma gets the potato water.
Tequila rose.
tequila rose. We have some apple.
Apple
Apple
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff. And we have the cherry.
The
And we have the fireball.
Hey, he took a bite of cracker and he didn't tell me.
All of those sound like they should be mixed together.
Wow. I will try
I think
two
you are
for
going
you.
to
You know what?
regret
He's
your
probably right.
decisions.
I'm going to give you a splash
Okay.
I'm eating a cracker. So
of Pepto.
I don't care.
I like tequila rose.
I can make a
It's
comment.
strawberry cream.
It's like the.
You gave me what though, Cherry?
I think.
Fuck you if you don't like it.
Do you want the pad over here, Nate? Because you
That's
could.
like I beat against you.
Can we all get a pad?
We do
And
want a
fuck
pad.
you if you
That
don't
would-
like it.
I can kind of reach.
And
I think the
fuck
government
you
needs a
if you
pad.
don't like it. And fuck you if you don't like it.
Grandma reached across the table, man.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
Hey, for those of you in the listening audience, that's my mom.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
We have too much fun talking about how fucked up life is.
It looks like milk.
Somebody out there just tuned in and they went,
Shit.
yes.
Shit, they're gonna get flagged for this one for sure. Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
I'll be reaching over the table periodically.
Go over and open the window.
Shit.
Too much fucking fun.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
Let's see. Where's it at?
What is that? A fucking ferret?
I don't care about your marmot, man. We're gonna do a little shot here, so it's not quite long, but
Something squeaking down there.
we got a bit of a long pour. Shit, I gotta go pee.
Could just be someone pissing in a glass.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think you're the one that gets to wash it.
I'm the one that pissed in a glass.
Hey,
Cheers.
Recorded it just for the show.
cheers for the
Cheers.
cheers.
for the
Cheers. Nate, you
show.
gotta reach.
Nate, you gotta get.
Gotta
your-
get grandma.
your
Gotta get grandma. Come on, man.
Get you.
Get you. Come on. All right. And there we go. We're having a good time on the
One
show.
for me, one for you, and one for the house.
One for the house.
Cheers.
Yeah. Ooh, tequila rose. I might have to do something else. How was that, Vince?
Whoa.
Apple, strawberry, cinnamon.
I don't even know what that is.
You should get it close up.
Man, that was like mystery flavor there.
Oh, it does have like
Dude,
a,
you
It's
said
like Fruit Loops on a
Like-
bad day.
That was the white airheads of the pack.
that was a good.
No flavor, yet all the flavor.
I can't.
What flavor is it? Is it the same as the last one?
Tim, switch me real quick. You're doing things over there. Switch to the.
It's a different
That one hurt ya. You should have got it on.
No, it was good. It's just like I literally don't know what flavors there were because they
It
were
smelled
all
like-
mixed together.
But it almost
Switch to the
smelled
laptop.
Like there was a peppermint in there.
It's Fruit Loops on a bad day.
No, not the
What
overhead.
did you want? What shot you want?
I wanted the laptop, buddy. I got it. All right, now you can go back to fucking around. Well, you got to switch us back here in a second.
It was
Try
pretty
to
good.
double tap the button.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
He had
How
to
was it,
eat
Vance?
He
We missed
had-
all of Vince's facial expressions and
Oh,
everything.
It hurt him.
It was great.
And he had to eat a cracker.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was a fireball,
It was like
Smirnoff apple,
apple
and
rose,
strawberry.
strawberry,
But it smells pepperminty or something.
fireball.
Fireball. That's what it's. Is that what you're drinking?
That's what I had, yeah. It was
Yeah, it's a
Fireball.
fireball.
Ah, that's what it was.
The fireball.
Mystery
The cinnamon. You gotta get the cinnamon.
solved.
Cinnamon.
The facts are in. It was fireball.
All right, we can
that
go
had
back
the
to
cinnamon.
table shot, Mr.
facts
Allen,
of
and
life.
the facts of life.
The facts of life.
Well, the independent cameras are recording, right?
Yes. So we can edit it later. No, the recorder's not working. I just looked over.
You have a slap button available.
I
Oh,
do?
Slap it.
Oh, yeah. You got to add one more button for me.
Mine.
Don't you talk back.
Don't talk back to your mother. What'd I do?
You got that slap cause you with him.
Turn that shit up.
Because you were with him.
Go back in there, buddy, and can you give me more volume on that? I got to play it again.
That's
Fucking awesome.
Totally.
See how Tim's on the fly? Imagine if he was here in the room. We'd have some shit going on.
Yeah, I can give you more.
Mr. Acton says shots of bourbon on his end. Very good, Mr. Acton.
right.
Love it, Patrick. Cheers to you, sir. And Annie says, Vince, stick to the blueberry vodka.
He doesn't even like blueberry.
No.
Try
vodka.
volume on that slap.
You did? All right, here we go.
All right.
We're doing it again because I fucking love it.
All right.
Mine.
Don't you talk back.
Don't talk back to your mother. What'd I do?
You got that slap cause you with him.
I'll slap.
Because you were with him.
Hey, I'll slap
Don't talk
kids
back.
just in
Yeah,
case
don't
they
talk back
need
to your
it.
mother. Slap. Ow! What'd I
No.
do? He's like, you got that because you with him.
That's right.
I'm playing it again.
Mine.
Don't you talk back.
Don't talk back to your mother. What'd I do?
You got that slap cause you with him.
You got that slap because you were with him.
You got that slap because you with him.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
This is so sad.
They go together so well.
So sad.
They're probably like, well, we're going to come and take your AR-15 and all your high capacity. Well, no, you're not. And fuck you.
If you don't like it.
How's that, asshole?
No, you got to look at him.
Hate. Double hate. Hate.
I'm telling you.
She's just going to reach across and do all sorts.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Wait, I got it.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
No, do
What
it.
in God's holy...
No, you already played that one. Listen, if this
Did they
offends some
change?
people and you leave,
If I thought you weren't my friend, I just don't think I could bear it.
oh, Crispy's chiming in. Crispy Bacon, buddy.
Crispy, we haven't heard from him in a while.
Dude, you're missing all of the great sound effects in here. We got to get back to some news at some point.
Yeah, well, let's go back to our.
Here's one I wanted to hit on real quick because it's boring as fuck.
There's also a hidden ASMR feature.
I'm going to cough on my hand and shake your hand
It's
again.
called The Secret Hidden World of Vince Eating Crackers.
Vince. Vince.
It's a very
Butter.
Harry Potter.
just don't do the smacking because I can't handle it when somebody's like.
I hate
I'm like, oh my god, I want to punch you in the fucking face. Just
just
me
got
doing
some
it
of
makes
these
me want to punch
crackers.
myself.
I'm dipping the crackers
Try
in my
living with
coffee.
4 brothers.
Dude. Yeah,
You're going to break it again.
I'm going to break it again.
These crackers are
He just
delicious.
wants to be, you know.
Now that's the shot. Look at that shot. That's
Let
the
me
shot.
see. Oh, this is my brain. That's the guy's brain. That's the guy you're looking
look
at.
look
This is his brain.
There's the
Oh.
the pour sticks right there. There's where we're at.
Nice.
Playing the dude.
All right, so get back to your.
Oh, it's Crispy's birthday in 2 hours.
Oh.
He said he just got home. 2 hours. We're in the 10 o'clock hour. Fucking A. Well, happy birthday in 2 hours, Crispy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Well, everybody.
Hey, Crispy,
everybody.
are you going to be 19 this year?
We got to figure that out.
I think he's going to
No.
be crispy bacon this year.
No.
Yeah.
Come on now.
He's going to be extra crispy now.
No.
We went out to eat.
Everybody's gonna be extra crispy
Wait,
if all
yes-
this shit keeps going down.
He gonna be some aged bacon now.
So yesterday morning, Vince was on his way back.
He's 17.
He's gonna be 17.
Yeah.
Going to be. Yeah, Crispy, dude. He's a wealth of
Crispy's
information.
young.
He's like,
I knew he was young. You go, Crispy.
he's kicking ass, man. Woo. He had to get a waiver to tune into the show.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
Fucking language on the show.
Restricted.
lot of
Lot of fucking cussing.
I don't know why.
Mom, can I watch this show? Oh, what show is it? Well, fuck you if you don't like it.
That's all right, because I ain't fucking French.
Sure,
Oh, exactly.
I ain't fucking French, man.
French.
If I was French, I'd like to cuss in French, just like wiping your ass with silk. Look that one up, Tim. That's Crispy says, "Oh my God, guys, stop saying fucking bad words." You just turned the chat on and off. I'm not on that screen.
Dang. I was trying.
You tried.
I was trying to sabotage.
I don't
his-
think you guys should use so many cuss words.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
This is true.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Yeah, it's just like, like your opinion, man.
Yeah. So, are you going to do the January 6th community?
Captain saying, "Come on, guys, language."
Yeah. The January 6th community.
Give me that one.
Stop it.
Tim, give me that clip. That's fucking awesome. In what was it? Was it Age of Ultron?
He's going to do a whole
He's like,
show
oh,
about
he's
you
like-
talking to Tim about getting more sound
More
bites for the
sound
show.
bites, yeah. It's like
America saying language.
I promise next week
is
we'll
it-
have them all.
Yeah, is everyone going to just pass up that Captain just said language?
I know. I'm never gonna live that down. That's fucking awesome. What you got going there, Nate?
I think
Nate's-
we should.
Nate's going on another
I think
dip there.
we should pass
We
it.
should. No, listen. I'm gonna do it real
I
quick.
don't want to.
We got to point out how fucking stupid it is. Okay, so look at this. This is on Infowars. This is one of the main places we go because they don't fucking lie. Mammoth, but this is not just. This is a poll out by Monmouth University. Shows that.
It sounds like a place where they make mothballs.
Monmouth.
I had him tested. He's not nuts.
Just call it Mon Moth. From Star Wars, Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma.
What you know? What the hell is going on, Crispy? It's called.
Did you eat my crackers?
I did not.
You ate them all. We're just having too much.
You said it's so
you.
menacing. Did you eat my crackers?
What's the?
ate my only food.
What's the? Remember what Rush Limbaugh used to say? Having more fun than a human should be allowed to have. That's what we're doing. Crispy asked, "What the hell is going on?" We're talking about shit, bro.
Yeah. Literal.
Chocolate, bro.
Yeah, the
Talking about-
committee, January 6th committee.
The January 6th. Listen.
Uselessness.
The uselessness of the January 6th committee.
How can it be if something is bad, it's shit? If something is really good, it's the shit.
If something's really good, it's the shit.
You're like,
So
all those people being there was the shit. But what they said on the media afterwards
was shit. And that guy who said it was a piece of shit.
We are agreed. We are agreed.
Woolly mammoths and elephants have nearly identical DNA because they're the same. They're the same. That's okay though.
Hey,
why do they call them woolly mammoths?
What'd you do?
Woolly Rogers, I want to grab.
What you got?
I got a bunch of Rogers. I think I'll grab because he has that line. Oh, I understand that reference.
Oh right, yeah, he's got a.
There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Add me
So I'll grab a bunch of Rogers.
Okay, and add me the switch profile button too.
I think that's what elephants are. They're just non-woolly mammoths.
Switch profiles to what?
Look on your screen right now. See the switch profile button?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Right
need
there?
a switch profile button.
Yeah.
Copy that and add
There was
that
no mud to roll
to.
in.
I got it. Done.
There
doing.
you go.
Fucking
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
When you're doing and dying. We'll see how you are. That's from Open Range. When you're doing and dying. Anyways, okay. Fucking. Here. A new poll from Monmouth University
You're gonna do this
shows
again?
that the much heralded January 6th committee.
Oh yeah, it's useless.
I switched the wrong one. The much heralded January 6th committee has had virtually no impact on public opinion. No impact whatsoever on public opinion. The numbers show that fewer Americans, 64%, down from 65%, before the hearings, believed that what happened at the Capitol represented a riot. Only 2% more Americans believe that what happened was an insurrection, while an increase of 1% believed that it believed it was an illegitimate or was a legitimate protest. So here's the stats. Before the hearings, 65. After, 64. January 6th was an insurrection. 50% before, 52%. They converted 2%. January 6th was a legitimate protest, 34%, 35% after. Trump directly responsible, 42%. And afterwards, 4% less people believed he was responsible. There was no change that Biden won due to voter fraud, 29%.
100%.
Yeah, it stayed.
There was no change. Paying a lot of attention to the hearings, 23% said they might have been. I don't know. We've had to pay attention to the hearings just to know what kind of bullshit they're putting out there.
So I have a question on the part where it says the fraud with Biden and it was 29% and 29%.
Right.
So where's the rest of the 71%?
They just said 29% because they didn't want to say 100%.
What is the 29%
Oh, there's Paul Joseph
of
Watson.
what?
100% thought it was fraud.
This guy's got
Now,
a play button for a
after the
nose.
hearings, 100% still think it's fraud.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not grasping any of those numbers.
I know.
Because if you add all of them up, I'm confused because it doesn't come up to 100%.
All right.
Well, and what
they had
happens-
29 people. And they gave him a punch card.
Boy, I will slap
They
you.
said, you got a quiz today. We're not going to tell you what the questions are, but you'll know all the answers.
You talk back. Don't talk back to your mother. What'd I do?
You got that slap because you with him.
But isn't that what they did? They said, we're not going to tell you the questions,
Yeah.
but we'll give you all the answers.
Well, I've been called once, and they say this was a national poll, and I'm not sure this isn't enough information to say, well, what was the margin of error, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of time margin of error wipes out any statistical, like the margin of error a lot of times is plus or minus 5%. Well,
Yeah, I was going to say 3 to 5.
yeah, none of these are within that 5%. So even if it's 3%, the only one that would fall closely in that is Trump directly responsible, and that number went down. So guess what the January 6th hearings have proved? Schlong COVID.
Wow, look at that. Out of every 800 people over 60 who get vaccinated for COVID die.
Mr. Crispy said that he would say it was a riot. Well, do you mean riot like a lot of people having fun? I mean, there's 1 million people and they got like 600 people locked up for for trespassing.
Before they got arrested, they were having fun.
Yeah. So it was a riot, but people who say that Trump was responsible are stupid.
In D.C., and there was no violence.
None.
A riot to me is violence, pure and simple. Violence against the people around
Property destruction.
Property destruction. Yes.
How about a whole summer of burning down cities and taking over cities?
That's a riot.
Does anybody remember CHOP?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember CHOP? Vince?
Yeah.
The city of Seattle was taken over. Like 6 whole blocks of the city were taken over by gangs.
Yeah.
And occupied for, 6 weeks, 7 weeks?
There was no riot. In my 69 years, I've seen a lot of it going on in different cities. 69 years. And when you say that January 6th was a riot, and that it was, riots are violent. There was no violence.
Yeah, I think they need
Show me the tapes.
They need to put up another George Floyd statue.
Them jerks that were in uniform that was waving those people in.
Yep.
I want to fucking slap them.
Let's go see the George Floyd statue.
That was where I was mad.
Shot.
Some numbers have come out that it was over 10,000 out of the million people that were there, that over 10,000 of the people were either plainclothes or dressed up like Trump supporters, were FBI either agents or informants, useful idiots, that were there to incite things. And Don just chimed in there and said, Ray Epps.
Well,
Ray Epps has never been charged. He's on hundreds of videos saying, come on, let's go, let's do this. Let's get in there, let's do this.
Yep.
Never been charged, not in jail right now. Where the fuck is the justice? And you're going to go after the Q shaman who went and prayed over the Capitol? Okay, he's a weird dude wearing his Viking hat and whatever. He didn't do any damage. He walked in the Capitol after being allowed in. The doors of the fucking Capitol can only be opened from the inside. They're literally, unless you drive a fucking armored tank through it, you cannot open them from the outside once they're locked from the inside. Therefore, they fucking let them in. So call it an insurrection is a fucking lie.
What was the damage in the Capitol? What was the total damage of anything in the Capitol? Because it was a broken window or something?
I think a window and a podium.
Yes.
That's what Crispy says. There was a broken window, but there was no violence. And if you go back and you watch the videos,
the violence is that one lady got killed.
Right. There's multiple videos.
And it was from the inside that the window got broken.
Yes. If you go back and watch the video, they were breaking it from there, and there were agent provocateurs right there, and Ashley Babbitt was the one that was killed. Nobody else died.
Actually, there was four deaths.
4 deaths, but Ashley Babbitt was killed by a gunshot from a Capitol security personnel, I've heard details that they were either with Pelosi or Schumer, but either way, she was killed by those. And then there was one other person that was crushed under a mob. There was another person that had a heart attack, and there was another person that fell from a scaffolding.
The 2 that got a heart attack were actually shot by flashbangs.
Flashbangs, okay.
They were shot into the crowd, and they ended up
right. And what if you go back and you watch all of the thousands of hours of footage that is available out there, the Capitol Police and provocateurs, agent provocateurs within the crowds were doing everything they could do to try to provoke the crowd to have a actual protest, a riot.
To push them to that point.
To push them
that.
To do that. Exactly.
Yes.
And the vast majority, the over 1 million people that were there, all they wanted to do was say to Congress,
to be there.
You need to take the 10 days.
Show me.
You need to take the 10 days and actually assess whether these electoral college votes being submitted are legitimate. That was what they were demanding. And the way that the agent provocateurs and the people that were controlling them, what they wanted to do was create such an uproar that they could circumvent that natural, normal process in our government of taking 10 days and assessing. So they had to
choice.
Yeah. It was such a bad insurrection and so riotous that they were back in the Capitol within a few hours of everything happening. All of the agents.
Yeah,
Well,
it
and
was
then-
so well organized that no one knew it was an insurrection.
Right.
Well, and not only that, and then they put the cages, the fencing around it, like they were threatened. And the bottom line was, the problem was that Biden had nobody there to stand up for him.
But they have Ray Epps on video every single time they breach the barricades, saying, "We need to go in. We need to go in." He's on video like every single time.
But
in the
again-
crowd, walking
And didn't
around
they have
saying,
tons
"We
of
need to
people
go
who
in."
were posting about it, like on social media, like days before it even happened.
Yeah,
that they could have. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, the point is, if there was a real investigation going on, they would have found out it was all feds, it was all provocateurs, and I was going to say this earlier, but I think we can all agree that agent provocateur, is a job title.
Yeah, you can see him in multiple videos around all the shit that goes on around this country. They're literally
you don't
like,
just wake up
So
one day
they're
and decide.
I'm surprised they don't have an
provokers.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have an
Yeah.
IMDb database.
You don't just wake up and decide, "Oh, I'm going to be a provocateur." No, someone
Well,
has
I
to.
heard they were
Well, if
getting
you look
some
at all
money.
the videos too, if you look at all of them closely, some of them are the same exact people.
That's what we're
too.
saying. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have an
guys,
IMDb profile page because they're acting all over the place.
Yep.
You should, you're a pro.
Those people aren't government workers; they're actors.
Bubby, quiet. Trying to do a show. All I hear is him in the background. I got noise canceling earphones. I'm like, how am I hearing him? Grandsons.
Don't look at me.
They're beautiful. No, he even told his buddy, he's like, I got to be quiet. Grandpa's going to be doing a show later.
But then he gets excited and he
that's
starts playing.
Why do I call him Bubbles?
Because he bubbles up.
He just bubbles over and he's like, oh my God. Yeah. You think David Hogg, Mr. Lauder thinks that David Hogg may be an agent provocateur. No, I think he's a useful fucking idiot. But you're right to point out how stupid that guy is. Over here, Don says Victoria C. White, her story is horrific. I'm not familiar with that story. I'd love to hear more about it. You need to hit me up after the show and we'll talk about it, buddy.
Change your station.
Where am I at? Oh, I'm on there. Okay.
Because you're talking. And
I'm
you're
talking and
not
I'm
on
pointing
it.
fingers and it's not
know.
going anywhere. Crispy says, let's see, Capitol rioters caused damage whose repair cost is estimated at $2.5 million. That's because they charged $2.4 million to clean the shit off of Nancy Pelosi's desk because somebody took a big dump on it. But according to the office responsible for maintaining the building, that estimate is a small fraction of the cost necessary to restore the historic building. Yeah, well, you know what?
Are
It doesn't.
you sure?
It doesn't compare to the estimated $4 billion of damage through the summer of 2021 that was called a mostly peaceful riots.
That was awful.
Where they burned down fucking
and
whole
you
cities.
could prove that wasn't peaceful.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about this. It's like, why in the world would you say that was a riot? Are we changing our viewpoint? And in the Bible it talks about the right will be wrong and the wrong will be right. And that's how people will want to walk. If you're not doing right, then you're the good guy. Well, that's not true. I don't care how you switch it. You can switch it. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to switch it on us.
Right.
So
what you're saying there in chat, I understand what you're saying, Crispy, about their description of what happened and everything like that. The problem is they're not identifying the agent provocateurs, the actual FBI and other agents that were in there dressed up and acting like Trump supporters, which there were thousands of them in there trying to provoke people to do stupid shit. And second of all, you're listening to the people who want this to be a riot publish their own articles about it, how bad the riot was. As opposed to the BLM riots and the Antifa riots, which they did, the news media and everybody else did everything they could to hide how bad the damage was.
The destruction.
Hide the destruction.
Right.
Whereas the Capitol, they're trying to hype there was fire extinguishers and they went in there and they did all this stuff and did all that stuff and did all this. Oh, they did all that. Well, that feeds into your narrative that Trump supporters are violent, but you didn't produce any evidence and you've suppressed all the other videos. That's what's come out. That's the major thing that's come out of the January 6th reports right now, is that they have suppressed. I watched the alternative news, a ton of it, right? And they suppress multiple videos. The Ray Epps question is the number one question. Why is Ray Epps walking fucking free today? He's on multiple videos trying to incite multiple people to go in and do destruction. And this guy's never been charged. He was immediately taken off the list of what do they call that?
I'm sure he was paid well.
Suspects?
Not suspects, but persons of interest. And there's other people that there's clear video. We got the whole video of their whole time in the Capitol, and all they did was walk between the velvet ropes. There's a grandmother in prison right now in the Capitol with cancer. She's dealing with cancer. They've had her imprisoned for a year now? Because she walked through the Capitol. The fucking doors of the Capitol. None of the stuff that's in there, the extinguisher, the rotunda, the crypt, the national thing, none of those places can be breached from the outside without a fucking armored tank. You literally have to, the police, the Capitol Police, have to open the doors from the inside in order for them to be breached.
They have a
there
video
is no other way.
of the guy going, come on, let's go in. You guys got to go in.
I watched the video. Fed. Yeah, they started chanting "Fed" at him. But I watched the video of the one security guard, and he's holding a baton in one hand, like a nightstick in one hand, and he's waving people towards him.
Yes, he moved
as he's doing
gate.
He moved the gate and he waved people in while he's holding a wand, like he's threatened.
That's the video I saw.
Like he's threatened. I'm like, this was fucking staged, man. Yeah, there may have been a few people that did some stupid shit. Okay, out of 1 million people, you might get 1 or 2 people that do some stupid shit. Maybe 10, maybe 20. It was definitely not an insurrection. It was definitely not a fucking riot. And all they're doing is trying to make this out to be something that it's not, so that they can remove a legitimate president. And they tried to hold an impeachment. Well, they did hold an impeachment. They tried to impeach him twice on this. I mean, he was going to be out of office in 2 days, and they held an impeachment vote. It was like, what the fuck are you doing? It was so fucking political.
They're so
This is going to
scrambling.
hurt his supporters so bad.
And when it all came out and you found out that Trump asked, when his supporters were coming into the city, for was it 10,000 or 20,000? 20,000 National Guard troops to come in and assist the Capitol Police, and Nancy Pelosi, piece of shit, and Marion Bowser, the fucking mayor of D.C., both said no. That's a fucking fact. That is public record.
Yes.
That those two bitches refused to have extra security and then turned around and said, oh, it was an insurrection. It was horrible. They tried to take the Capitol. Well, then why didn't you take the guy that you're accusing
I hate
of
to
doing
tell
it?
you this, but if they wanted to take the Capitol with the amount of people that were in that city at that particular day, it would have happened. Because they already set it up. Think about this. They already opened the doors. They already moved the gates. They were pulling them in. If you want a true insurrection, those people could have went in, and I can attest that the amount of people, if they were organized, that were there that day, the insurrection would have been, they'd have been hauling Nancy Pelosi out by her hair.
There were 1 million people.
Exactly.
If they wanted to do an insurrection. Do you know that they
Wake up, America!
Do you know that not a single person has been charged with any violent crime? All the people they have incarcerated around, it's like 600 people right now. It's 500 or 600 people that they have incarcerated. Not a single one has been charged with a violent crime. They've been charged with trespassing.
Violent.
They did nothing violent. Do you know that
That's what the problem
they have
I
not been
have.
able to find a single person that came to the Capitol legally armed or illegally armed.
Right.
But all the people that could have walked in there carrying their concealed weapons, okay? We had people that were legally armed go to our Capitol here in Michigan, into Lansing, okay? During what one was it? It was one of the rallies here, right? And they all had their AR-15s, on their strapped to their back and came there. And you know what? There was absolutely zero violence whatsoever. Zero. Because you don't fuck with people who got weapons that are and I'm really getting onto this idea, and we'll have to discuss it in another show because it's not tonight, but I really want to get onto this idea of somebody's been saying, I've been hearing this, and I'm like, it's just really sticking in me, and I'm meditating on it. The right to keep and bear arms. Not just, I don't get to just keep weapons, arms. But there's laws in this country that we as concealed carry people, if we take our weapon from its concealment and we show it, we can be charged with a felony because we've brandished our weapon.
Right.
The Constitution says the right to keep and bear arms. According to the Constitution, I have the right to show my weapon. That is a level of deterrence that I have been afforded by the Constitution that lawmakers have come in and said they've usurped and they've tried to take away from us. Because we can carry.
Because then they'll be scared shitless.
Well, you'll deter a lot of fucking criminals if you walk around with a gun on your hip.
Well, if everybody walked in there and had their weapons and they knew that they had their weapons, I just feel like the whole thing is a sham and it's a disgrace to the American people.
And Crispy said a lot, and I appreciate you, Crispy, in there. He says it's right out of the Bolshevik playbook, just putting things that I found out there about that. And then he says this last thing, and I love it. He said the media has just corrupted the minds of younger adults, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to corrupt your minds, and the information is out there. As much as they're suppressing, our shit's been taken off. Our stuff's... Nate, you got a comment on the younger mind? You're moving towards that microphone with some ferocity.
It's definitely trying to corrupt the younger generation. It's a bit of bullshit the way that they're trying to cram it down all of our throats, though, too.
Right. They're pushing in it.
They're not giving you the opportunity to learn about it. They're just jamming it down your throat like you have to know it.
And I'll tell you, as a teacher, that's the worst
pushing
thing.
as much false information as they can, and us being the younger generation doesn't really look into it too much.
But the thing is,
they're too worried about being a fucking furry to go and investigate whether this was actually an insurrection or riot. They just hear it was an insurrection or riot, so I guess it was a riot.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Help us.
What were you going to say, Ma?
As a teacher, I feel like, yes, you guys are getting it shoved. You know, the younger generation is getting it shoved down their throats. But as a teacher, I know for a fact that you can shove it down somebody's throat. And you can shove it down and shove it down and shove it down, and eventually it'll come right back up.
They're going to throw it up on you.
They're going to throw it up, and they're going to go, stop. Because there's not a child that I've ever met that doesn't have that defiance, like, you're not going to tell me what to do.
Unless it's that kid, the information goes in one ear and right out the other, and then you don't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But
I hope there's not a lot of them. But I know for a fact that if you teach and let it be drawn out, they will see the truth.
Right, they'll get it.
You go, hey, think about this for a minute. What do you think? And give them the facts and the information and everything, and let them sit for a minute.
Right.
It's like water. You can only put so much of it into a container before it overflows.
Exactly.
Very well said, Nate.
Exactly.
I like that, buddy.
I try.
You do
I like
good.
that. That's good stuff.
Good.
Tisha's finally chiming in. She must be off work now.
Hey, Tish.
She says there were 3 or 4 legally permitted events going on at the Capitol at the same time. Insurrection, ? Whatever.
Yeah.
She's a little feisty on that. Yeah.
I'd be feisty too.
So.
Yeah, I haven't heard him bring up the fact that Alex Jones had permits to be there.
Right. It was there were stages set up where they were going was to the stages, and then they tried to redirect them to go into the Capitol.
Yep.
They already had it scripted. They already wanted it to be an insurrection, so that they could push the narrative that Trump was refusing to leave office and everything like that. And more shit's coming out. There's this new book coming out from these generals who said that they literally told Trump, "You're going to leave office, or the army. We're going to instruct the army to."
remove
you from office. And then they try to justify it by saying that he was telling the generals to act like Nazi generals. It's like, you're a fucking liars all the way around. You're liars.
They set up so many events on that same day at the same place to have as many people there as possible.
Absolutely.
So that the shit would happen the way it happened.
Right. They wanted
to mix that crowd.
Yeah, and then you got absolute.
It's an agenda for sure.
Absolutely.
And you got absolute horrible people like AOC who comes out and goes, and I was being attacked. You were on the other side of the fucking property. You weren't even in the Capitol building, you stupid fuck. You lying whore. She's such a whore, dude. She just sell her soul to whoever's paying. God, I just fucking hate him.
How do you?
I try. You know what? I love you. You know what? If she was sitting here, I would give you a hug and I would pray for you. But as a public figure, you are a piece of shit.
Well, you've let yourself open to the fact that as a public figure, you can be judged by the public. And right now, the things that you do is shitty, 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 shitty.
Once you become a public figure and you put yourself in there, then I'm going to judge you by your fruit.
Yeah. And they're
and
shitty.
Your fruit is fucking rotten.
Karma's a bitch and it hits hard.
It slaps.
Can we get off of this? I don't even have a cookie.
You need to get some cookies? Tim, since you're adding a soundbite over there, I don't know what.
I want to press another button, Tim.
He's adding a new button up there.
Grandma's just pushing all the buttons
Are you done with that button, buddy?
I want to press another button.
He's done with that button. Here it is.
Shit! Language. Wait a second. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language?
I know.
Just slipped out.
It just slipped out. Where you going, Nate?
That's the P.
Okay.
You know, why we got it? No excuses.
Yeah, she's an oligarch. One of those self-righteous fucking people. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. We're going to move on. Epstein-linked Obama-appointed judge likely behind the raid on Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. What a fucking surprise.
That's disgusting.
But that's the shit that's going on. An Epstein lawyer who became an Obama judge is the one who approved the
raid on Mar-a-Lago.
Yep. That's exactly right.
I literally pray that will bite them so hard. Because this, and you know what? You choose the way you think that bite's going to go, but the people who look at truth, they're going with Trump.
Right.
You know?
Dude, they did nothing. The raid that they just did,
it was stupid.
Just further invigorated the whole base to go.
Yeah.
You've gone too far.
Well,
you know what? It almost comes down to the.
Oh, Nate, you're my man.
It almost comes down to the old Shakespearean comment of, I think you doth protest too much. It's like when you.
It's so true.
When you start screaming too much. And that comes back to the whole point of the show tonight is zeal without knowledge. When you get so zealous and you have no facts or very little understanding of what you're zealous about, you just prove to us that you're a fucking idiot. That's what you're proving. When you start screaming at me, oh, that's not the way it is. I love watching Steven Crowder when he does the he'll have a phrase, change my mind. And he'll have a phrase like that. But then also, Mark Dice does some awesome stuff. And there's
Man on the Street
stuff. He's awesome on that. Alex Stein's been doing a bunch of great stuff. So they'll go out. I think it was Alex Stein, or maybe it was Owen Schroyer recently. But Owen Schroyer was out there, and they're protesting and they're doing the whole abortion protests, and they're just going nuts about the abortion. You know, yeah, we got my body, my choice, my body, my choice. And Owen Schroyer's standing there, and the lady looks at him and she goes, "Well, you can't even have an opinion about it. You're a man." And he goes, "I identify as a woman." And she went, "Oh, well, okay, that's your right. Yeah, okay." No, but that's what he said. He used her stupid fucking shit, put it back in her face, made her smell it, get a little bit on her nose.
And she And she
Here's some of your
acquiesced.
stupid smelling
What
shit.
the heck? She just laid over and rolled over and got her belly scratched.
Shit in one hand and wishing the other which
Exactly.
one sticks worse.
Crispy's leaving us. He's got some relatives coming in. Happy birthday, Crispy. Appreciate you chiming in for a while, buddy.
Crispy Bacon.
We got to get him in. We got to get him to be a moderator, so he's in the chat all the time. But he's 17 as of an hour and 15 minutes from now. He's 17. So yeah, what's the? I got a sound effect over here. Let me see. I don't know. You know what I got? This is what I got. Here you go, Crispy. Here's your happy birthday, buddy.
21.
That was. There you go, Crispy. I look at some of them like behind the scenes, and they'll do a scan real quick, and they got like a whole board with like just buttons after buttons after buttons, and I'm like, damn, dude.
500 different
you gotta have one
sound
person
bites.
just dedicated to do the sound bites.
Yeah.
And to know which one's which, and to grab them and drop.
Bites on?
No.
That's a good welcome to my birthday. Getting fucking shot.
That was not shooting at you. That was shooting
so
for
wrong,
you. That was
Crispy.
shooting up
We
in the
know
air
it was
for you.
wrong.
Yeah, we're shooting with you. Not
Shooting
at
with you, not at you.
Yeah.
Come on. This is how we really feel about you, Crispy.
Oh, clapping. Yay. Happy birthday, babe.
And then machine gun behind it.
Thanks, Crispy, for chiming in. We love you, buddy. So we want to shift gears. We're going to talk about some jabby jab news. See if we can get kicked off of YouTube. Because they're a bunch of fucking douchebugs.
No, just put the article up on the thing.
Oh, I'm going to put it up on the thing. You ready for that thing?
I am. Put it up on that thing.
Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do that one first?
That one's first, yeah.
Okay, let's do that one first. Go ahead, Mom.
I got a cookie in my mouth.
You got a cookie in your mouth? Is this English? What is this? Let's see.
That was UK.
Was it UK? All right, one out of I got to do UK. One out of every 800 people over 60. You know when you do the UK, you can do the really lazy UK, right? One out of every 800 people over 60 who get vaccinated for COVID dies. Say scientists. It's like the drunken.
Scientists.
It's like Arthur. Remember Arthur? The old movies Arthur. It's like drunk. They're dying.
Arthur was drunk.
He was drunk all the time. Not it's like
He's drunk all
sobriety.
the time, darling.
Sobriety was
All
very,
the time,
very
darling.
foreign to his experience in life.
He was never
He was very
drunk.
So there's an older person there with a mask on. That's helpful.
Yeah, it says
Getting the
Dutch.
shot. A Dutch vaccinologist who has co-developed various vaccines says that the Wuhan coronavirus, or COVID-19, is exceptionally deadly. According to Dr. Theo Shetters, 1 out of every 800 people over the age of 60 who gets the jab for the Fauci flu will die because of it. This is an astonishingly high death rate, and one that the Western media refuses to acknowledge. As far as the American public is concerned, the China virus infections are safe and effective and stops COVID completely in its tracks. This is according to the government officials and the media talking heads who insist that we all need to just shut up and roll up our sleeves. And cheerio to that. I agree. It's just, just shut up and do that.
Move along.
What the fuck? What? How do I get a fucking update all of a sudden?
Move along. I know.
I'm going to uninstall that shit. The Dutch government, Searle says, found that excess deaths in the Netherlands are pronounced ever since the rollout of the shots under Operation Warp Speed. And the timing of when they are administered, as well as the number of injections, are also, they play a role in that. So there you go. That is the bullshit from that report there.
All right, put the other one up.
All right, well, I'm moving along.
I was
I was in a drunken
How many
place.
people got the shot?
Let's see. So here's the next one here. COVID vaccines are 7,402% deadlier than other vaccines combined, warned UK medicine regulators. These are the regulators. These are the actual people who regulate things. They're regulators. The UK Medicine and Healthcare Product Regulator Agency released their latest yellow card report documenting the total number of reported deaths due to COVID-19 vaccines from January 21 to July 22. Bob! Quiet! During the 19-month period, the total death of the COVID-19 vaccines is compared to the average number of deaths due to other vaccines. The data shows that it's just fucking stupid. Let's just chalk it up as fucking stupid. See you, Crispy. He says out here.
Well, at least it's not 7,500%. You know,
Yeah.
we're under 7,500.
At least
Well,
it's not 7,403%.
Yeah, it's not 7,500 at least.
Hey, come on, guys.
The ocean will rise 1/100% over
So
the next
hey,
300
the latest button is
fucking
I know who I
years.
am. It's about 40 seconds long.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know,
40 seconds?
I'm a dude playing a dude.
Oh, shit. So we're talking about the people who don't really know who they are?
I'm a dude playing a dude.
You're a dude playing a dude. A dude playing a dude who don't know what dude he is. All right, we got to play it.
Exactly, identity.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Me.
I didn't know it was a remix. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome, dude.
I know who I am.
That's fucking awesome. Where'd you find that remix? Is not answering.
4.88 billion are fully vaccinated.
4.8?
I think some of those numbers are botched.
I think those numbers are fucking...
You think so?
I do.
62% of the
Yeah.
population worldwide is fully vaccinated. 62.6.
Tisha's birthday's tomorrow?
Ooh, a bug's just landed on me.
Kill it. Kill that sumbitch.
I'll shoot it.
Oh, he got away, little rotor.
Yeah.
I'll still shoot it.
Mr. Patrick says that the events of late have motivated Trump and his supporters. I agree 100%. Tisha says she shares the birthday with Crispy.
Cool. Happy birthday, Tisha.
Rob's birthday was Saturday, Sunday, something like that. He's like, "You didn't say happy birthday," and I was like, "Rob, I have to write my kids' birthdays down on my phone. Okay, don't act like it's a special thing that I forgot you."
I want to see.
I forget everybody. Okay, like I see it on I like put it in my phone on purpose and go, okay, I have to like leave myself a note. When my birthday comes around, I go, oh shit, my birthday is coming up. I got to figure out something. Right?
Oh shit, today's my birthday.
Oh shit.
Not me. I want a birthday month.
When I was like,
Get a
Oh,
certain area.
I was like,
Go
is
to
your-
Germany. You could just identify as a birthday.
Yes.
What is-
Language.
I'm a birthday.
Language.
Wait. So I was like, oh, it's your birthday?
Oh shit.
Yes. So Tisha's gonna be 43. Happy birthday tomorrow, Tisha, in an hour and 8 minutes. Happy birthday. Mr. Lauder said that the younger generations has a skewed view of reality, and it's quite mind-boggling. Remember playing Boggle? Did you ever play Boggle?
I did, yes.
Mind bottling.
Mind-boggling.
Mind bottling.
You play the mind boggle.
Like my mind's in a bottle.
Like it's like my mind.
It's closed space.
Listen to
it's
this.
mind-boggling,
Among
man.
the countries with more than 1 million people, Nepal is currently vaccinating faster than any other, administering a daily average of 1,329 doses per 100,000 people in the past 7 days. Nicaragua was previously the fastest, administering about 4,700 doses per 100,000 people per day. So.
And they're going to run out of people eventually. They're just going to be double dosing people here soon.
Right. I think that's the point.
That's what they're trying to do. I mean, it's just like Mexico, 70.8% received at least one dose. 62.7% have been fully vaccinated. United States, 79.3% received at least one dose. 67% of the people we need to watch. Canada, 87.2% received at least one dose. 83.7% have been
Canada's
fully
not allowed to do shit
vaccinated.
once they get vaccinated.
Right.
How about Peru?
You're not even allowed to have a job unless you got the jab.
Peru, 91% have been fully vaccinated. 85, it's one dose. 91% received one dose. Brazil, 87.6. I am so glad I'm not vaccinated.
And that's the thing is about this is
Jesus.
We're gonna watch more and more people. The thing is,
And
so
we're gonna have a global drop out here soon.
Well, that's what they want.
That's what they want.
I think
Australia, you need to pull that next one up.
It's up and it's ready to go. I think the thing is that they blew up the Georgia Guidestones just recently, so that they could erase the record, because a lot of people don't know about them. All they're going to know is they blew up, and they don't know what the fuck they say. You know, you blew them up, now you kind of obscure what they've said on it.
Well,
and
before they blew up, nobody cared what it said. Now that it's blown up, everybody wants to know what was on it.
Well,
It
what
was
was
so
on
important
it?
that they blew up.
Yeah. Which is another, if it was an inside job, then it's another misstep by them, just like raiding Mar-a-Lago, because just invigorated Trump.
Just something else stupid that they've done.
This is amazing.
Not backfire.
It's amazing how you can go through. You can do every country, everything, and it'll give
And
you
find
the
out what's
stats.
the stats. Yeah, because they're keeping record of this. They have bioweapons that can specifically target your DNA exclusively. Just you. Just take you
I'm
out.
gonna pull Australia.
Yeah, we're gonna do Australia
the other day.
Is 88.2%.
If they have your DNA, it takes them 24 hours
to develop a bioweapon.
Against your specific DNA.
That's why I won't do any of these ancestry shit, even though I'm very curious. But I had Grandma Pigeon that laid a lot of shit out. So here it is. COVID deaths hit new record in hyper-vaccinated Australia. The latest figures are in, and things are not looking good. Fully vaccinated Australia. Even though they're more than 96% of the native population. I'm doing like a British, and I need to do an Outback.
96%.
96. There we go.
Aussie.
Even though there's more than 96% of the native population there that took the first 2 mRNA jabs from the Wuhan coronavirus, 82% received at least one jab, and 85% are fully vaccinated. 88% one jab, 85% are fully vaccinated.
Because they made them.
Yeah, they lock you up.
Oh,
crikey. Crikey. Let's see. The following data clearly shows that ever since the launch of Operation Warp Speed, injection-related deaths down under have been soaring. As of this writing, a peak was formed at the suggestion. Formed to suggest that the passage of time, the fully injected are dropping dead in ever-increasing numbers. Had Australia opted out of the ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine instead of Fauci flu shots, the pandemic would have ended ages ago. Instead, Australia is now seeing massive death rather than recovery. And this has got,
You might as well just be pumping people full of fentanyl.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So look at this. I want you to look at this and witness it. Now try to push China. See how it says Hong Kong?
Yep.
Okay, try to push the country of China.
And it's zero. You can't get it. It's blacked out.
It's blacked out.
Right.
Out
Because
of
China's like
everything on the world.
Yep.
You can get
That's
get
all right.
Hong
They're only
Kong.
buying farmland next to our military bases. China's
You
doing that.
can't
Oh,
get
they're
China.
crying more rice here.
The country of China shall not be pushed.
Oh,
You cannot
you
get
can't
China.
push a China.
It's blacked.
Right? You cannot push a China.
I cannot
China would not
push
be
it.
pushed.
You cannot push the Chinese.
You cannot push him. You know
I cannot
why?
push it to find out how many vaccinated in China.
Only-
Afghanistan only
It's
took
100%.
15%.
Only Trump could push China.
Iran,
China is
77.
100% vaccinated.
China is asshole.
China is blacked out. Why is that?
Because it's 100% vaccinated.
No, it should come up.
Because China
Maybe
isn't
because there's
allowing it.
1.8 billion people in China.
Right. It is.
I got one
Don
other-
says it's a eugenics program. You're exactly right, Don. They're
got
just trying to kill
one
everybody.
more.
Try out India.
India is in here.
Oh, no more tech support.
Oh fuck.
Egypt is in here.
The you know what?
Algeria is in here.
I will be sarcastic on that.
Saudi Arabia
If there's
is
a
in
if there's a
here.
whole bunch of people that drop dead out of India,
I can't find
the fucking
India.
pre-approved secure lines of business credit calls that I get every fucking day might actually start to go down.
That's just wrong.
It is wrong. Hello, this is John. We are calling to
like
let
it.
you know
You're
that you
not
have
India.
unsecured. I'm like
74.5% received at least one.
card, I'm going to drop dead.
67.5 fully.
John's real name Turkish.
Turkish.
I like the ones that crack me up the most are the
My
ones
name
from the
is Robin.
IRS. This is American. They use a computer voice. This is American Tax Collection Service. The IRS. You have passed, and they go through this whole thing of like you're in trouble.
Hello,
And then
my
you-
name is American Steve.
And you answer. One time I answered.
No, it's not.
They're like, press 1 to talk to agent now to clear up your criminal problem.
You have to
And
look
I was
at
like,
this,
okay.
though.
And I pushed the button, and I just was laughing as the guy came on the line. He just hung right up on me. Like, yeah.
Like China is black, and there's another one in the African continent, which I can't tell you what it is because it won't go on it.
Yep.
But even if you look at the colors on here, even the darker green, like this is, what does it say? 0.1?
Yeah, it's Burundi. The
We made it
Congo, when
green
you clicked on
because
Congo,
green is good.
Yeah.
is black. You can't get the dat.
Congo is 3.
Oh, what
no,
was the one you
right
couldn't get the
below.
date?
See that little place right there?
Do you know how many countries in Africa that China has infiltrated?
All of
But
them.
out of everything everywhere else, China's the only one who's only declaring Hong Kong.
That's because China is asshole.
Is Hong Kong China?
Hong Kong no matter.
No, China is asshole.
According to the Chinese, Hong Kong is China, but not according to Hong Kong.
According to Hong Kong, Hong Kong
Oh,
is.
that's right. That
Hong
is
Kong
true.
is Hong Kong, not China.
It's not China.
Because
We sound
China
like-
asshole.
Oh, China no show. I can't get it up.
We sound.
China is
We sound
asshole.
like a Chinese geese. Hong Kong, Chinese geese.
Papua New Guinea, 3.9%.
Who's your Papua New Guinea?
Papua New Guinea?
Well, I think we're just forgetting that China is still communism.
Yeah, they
They
use.
still have a communist
America
party.
is
They use
slowly
all
working
of the
towards
capitalistic
communism.
models for their economy and invoke all of the communistic practices throughout the rest of their country. Yeah. All right, it's time for final thoughts. It's fucking 11:02.
I gotta go home.
Oh yeah, we have free trade market here, but you can't sell things we don't like, and you can't make money we don't like you having.
Don says
But
this
it's all
this
free
so-called
trade.
jab has
We sell to
zero
you sell back, we get
herd
paid.
immunity. You're exactly right. It's useless. It's fucking useless.
Give me the brain.
You going final thoughts, Ma? Ma's going final thoughts.
Because I need to go home. You people keep me up way
What
too
you mean, you people?
You people.
What do you mean?
You
What do you mean?
people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Tim's all silent for like an hour. And he's like, "What do you mean, you people?"
No, I was asking him. Well, I'm asking you.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh hell no.
Who are you? I am me.
All right, final thoughts, Ma.
All right. Final thoughts. Let's really Don't go with feelings. Don't go with emotions. Go with the truth. Go with the facts.
Never go full retard.
Never go full retard. Do you know the truth? Because if you don't know the truth and you're spouting off like you know the truth, somebody's going to come at you with the truth and bombard your head. And as a grandma who thinks that every once in a while a child needs a swat on the ass because they didn't do the right thing,
if you need your swat,
and they needed to be corrected, I can tell you that every one of my grandchildren hang around with me all the time because they know that I am who I am, and that they don't have to guess. How am I going to come at them?
A swat the other day, and we were buddies.
Exactly, because they need to know where we stand, and they need to know and show respect, and we have to show them respect. So, if you have zeal without knowledge, you are going to take a tumble.
Absolutely.
Pure and simple.
Absolutely.
In the end. So get yourself, in the Bible, Paul was called by the Lord because he had a zeal for the Lord saw in him a passion.
Right.
And so he had a zeal, and the Lord said, if I could get this guy to have the zeal that he has against me, for me.
Right.
I got something.
He knocked him on his ass.
And he knocked him on his ass. Exactly what I'm saying. He slapped him upside the head and said, listen, dude, why are you doing this? Because you don't even know the facts.
Mine, don't you talk back.
Don't talk back to your mother. What'd I do?
You got that slap because you with him.
So every once in a while, you need a smack just to put you back into good favor with your grandma. Good favor with the Lord.
Grandma will slap your ass.
I will slap you if you need it. I won't slap you if you don't need it.
Maybe a love tap now and then.
Oh, I've slapped kids because in case I missed one time. I don't want to be short.
Damn it, missed you. Come back here.
No, see, the deal is like, they go, why'd you smack me, Grandma? I'm like, because I
know you're up to something.
I just want to make sure that I've got it covered. Everything's covered. You got to be good.
Right.
You got to.
You know what you did.
You know.
It's like, hi, Grandma. You remember that time 10 years ago?
Grandma, don't forget.
Grandma, don't.
Guy DeMars is chiming in right as we're doing our final thoughts. It's right on, Mom.
It is. And, just open up your freaking eyes and don't say it's the truth.
Mom said freaking.
Just because somebody did some work. I love this fallacy because it's like, seriously?
Oh, you did some effort? Good job. E for effort.
Yeah. Oh, it says they put so much good faith.
Oh, you want a trophy? Here's a participation trophy.
Yeah, good faith.
You did it.
But it's not in the truth. They're trying to make the truth just because they put in some effort. That's like I poured the footing for the house. Well, I had good faith. I didn't pour it.
It's out of fucking level, but okay.
But somebody else poured it. What's the truth here?
It should hold.
People, they are easy to fool. They are easy to fool.
Easy to fool.
You might not want to take your kids out there.
They are easy to fool.
Will anyways.
Let's try not to be easy to be fooled because we do, in fact, check out the facts. We do, in fact,
We do, in fact.
Get in there and
what was the first thing we had to verify?
Diligence.
We had to verify on the job today with the shit that was all fucked up.
Diligence.
We have to. If we don't do
check
our
it for
due
square, check
diligence,
it for level.
Our fault or their fault?
No, it's just completely
it was their fault.
Yeah.
And And did you have to have somebody?
We had to fix it.
We had to fix somebody else's.
We had to fix it.
Who's up next, Vince or Nate?
Let's let Vinny go.
Vinny go.
Vinigo.
Vinigo.
Sounds like an Italian.
My name is Vinigo Montoya.
And I'm here to kill you.
You kill my father.
You kill. Prepare to die. Vinegar.
I have to go downstairs.
You got to go. You got to go. Tell that boy to be quiet down there. That will not help him.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts here. My final thoughts.
You got that brain right there.
Yeah. Looking right at it.
Get that brain.
Right in your nose.
I'm looking through it. Looking through their brain. Give me your final thoughts, Vince.
Final thoughts. I think something's gonna happen before
the election.
Before they let anything take a real turn towards the better.
Well, they're proving it right now with the Mar-a-Lago.
Well, if everything's not in chaos, what are they going to do?
Right. You can't get mail-in ballots.
Well,
if
that's
everybody
what I'm
can walk
saying
in.
is they have to do something to keep everyone in perpetual panic mode.
Right.
Which is what they've been doing, you know. So I think they're going to pull something big.
Nobody's learning how to survive from it. They're just tucking their tail and running.
Yeah, we all clearly just saw that they are being wiped off the face of the earth in terms of legal elections.
Right. Right. Yeah, the Trump effect.
In droves.
Right.
Like every single one of their people, just got swatted off stage.
Right. Almost.
Well, enough to where it's
quite the red mirage.
You think they're
red,
not noticing?
Red wave, not a red mirage.
You think they don't notice? Oh shit, we're losing a lot of people, and they're getting a lot of their people in, and those people actually like freedom for themselves,
right?
Not for us.
The more shit that they pull, the more people wake up and go, "Wait a minute, this is not cool."
Yeah.
So you want to issue a word of caution to people to not feed into the bullshit?
Kind of, sort of.
Call out the feds when they're standing in front of you trying to invoke shit?
We definitely have to watch out for...
Fed!
Things that they intentionally put in front of us.
Right.
To distract us from what is actually going on.
What do you mean, you people?
We can hear that, too. Tim's downloading shit over there. What do you mean, you people?
Sorry, I'm editing. Yeah.
Yeah. What? I still don't know why you doing this crackerjack shit.
I'm just doing a character, man.
I don't break character to a DVD commentary.
I'm just a man playing a man.
I'm just a dude playing another dude. I'll play it. All right, ready for your final thought? That's after I play this clip.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Me.
We got to get that full clip because he's like...
It's such a good breakdown.
He's like, you're the dude don't know what dude he is. Maybe you're the dude that don't know what dude he is. What?
I know who I am. Or maybe you're the dude that's playing another dude because you don't know what dude he is. And because you're playing another guy dressed as another dude.
You derailed. Smashes the mirror down. I'm not Sergeant Tabak. I'm not Father O'Malley.
Father O'Malley.
It's fucking derailed. You got to go watch that movie.
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, there's 300 quotes in that film.
Dude, I love that movie. That movie's so awesome.
Every quote from that movie.
Okay, Vince, finish.
Yeah, I think they're going to pull something because, I mean, I've been saying it the whole time.
Yep.
They can't possibly let another election happen.
No.
Whether it's legally or illegally or they fix everything in it, they cannot possibly let it happen because they know for a fact that they are all dead in the water.
If they let another election go, if they have a legal, anything close to a legal election,
and now they know
they're all going to prison.
Even if they steal it, we're all going to be right there staring right at them.
Right. There's only a few pockets in the country that they've been able to steal it.
You stupid assholes. You stole the last one. We all know it.
Right.
Everyone knows it. And even if you won't admit it, you still know it. You know?
Never go full retard.
Never go full retard.
And I think we're gonna look back on this and think, this is gonna be the time when America went full retard.
I agree.
But on a lighter note, I think a lot of things are happening that are positive.
Yep.
And a lot of truth is coming out right now.
Well, I think every step that they take on the left is a step way too far, and it's exposing who they really are, and it's having the opposite effect that they expect.
Unfortunately, I believe that we have to be praying for those people who are still buying it, because there are still people out there who are buying it, and they're listening to the mainstream media, and they need to literally waking up, like we've talked about, wake up and smell the roses here. But I think that should be our prayer.
Yeah.
That the people wake up, because you're right.
To smell the bullshit.
It's like America went full retard, and look what we got in the White House.
Well, there are litter boxes in schools, so.
Yeah.
Can't even believe that. My God.
Somebody went full retard.
Look what happened in 2020. Joe Biden. America went full retard.
This will go down in infamy or whatever they say.
Went home empty-handed.
Yeah.
Are you good, buddy?
History.
Mr. Acton says, never go full retard.
Never go full retard.
All right, pass the brain.
The other thing we need to pay attention to is all the people that fell for it. Well, I mean, I'm not saying pay attention to every person that fell for it, for the scam of...
But it says how lazy we are, I think. It says how satisfied and lethargic.
Well, you know how we were the whole time. We were telling everyone, don't do it. Don't get the vaccine. Don't stop working. Don't listen to any of this shit.
Don't stop traveling on the roads. Don't stop seeing your family.
Even when we took time off when they first locked everything down, I kept working. I kept going to Home Depot and getting materials and building shit here in the man cave.
I kept coming over here.
We were like,
I was the only one on the expressway.
Finally, I was like, all right, are we coming back to work?
Dude,
and a couple people were like,
I was door dashing, right?
Yeah.
And DoorDash sent me a mask to wear.
Did it say DoorDash on it?
And you know what I did? I threw it away.
Mm-hmm. You rebel, you.
You wiped your ass with it.
So during this pandemic, with this deadly virus floating around everywhere, apparently, I was delivering food to people's front doors.
Did you touch the food when you delivered the food to the door?
I licked everything.
Oh, don't say that.
Super spreader.
That's just rude.
No, I never touched the food, but I touched the packaging on the outside.
Oh.
Well, they
and
should.
the bags and the handles that everyone else grabs after you touch it.
Fluid.
Carry the food.
Fluid
There's
transfer.
no possible way you can stop the contact.
It's a fluid transfer.
Well,
When
that's
you
at a
really
certain
break it
point.
down, there's
yeah.
no possible way you can stop it.
It's a fluid transfer.
So if it was really a deadly virus, we'd all be dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a fluid transfer.
A fluid transfer.
So
All right,
yeah,
pass the brain.
I think we need to pay attention to
Sign my paper.
the
He
amount
already
of people.
did. Calm down.
We need to pay attention to people, absolutely, because they're still going to be partially retard.
If people out there, if you're anything like us, we're not going to be sitting here reveling in it. We're not going to say, "Oh, we told you so." We did tell you so.
That's
the
the furthest
entire
thing from
fucking
it.
time.
No, but our hearts are bleeding right now, and
I've got
tears.
a number of friends that have taken the jab.
Yep,
and
I do too.
And I'm like, dude, I really hope that this does not go the way it's going to go, or that you're one of the fortunate ones, because shit's, by all
And by what you read,
by all metrics, everybody who's taken the jab it's a death sentence eventually. Now, on a long enough time scale, the average lifespan does go to 0, but
well, they gave it 3
Bill
years.
Gates' timeline, it needs to be 0 now.
Right. Now, if we get one of these numbers down to 0. That's a little bit of high school algebra.
Yeah. What are the numbers you're talking about?
And if we do really good with vaccines and reproductive therapies, and my parents were in Planned Parenthood, and we like to kill babies.
Yeah.
Maybe we can.
Mr. Gates, one more time. What are the numbers that you're referring to?
People breathing. If we can get that down to 0.
I mean, one of the numbers.
One of the numbers was population. If we can get that down to 0.
Okay. And what was the other one?
CO2 gas that people breathe out.
So, one of those down to 0. Oh, so either way, we're all fucking dead.
Right.
You evil fuck!
Yeah. So
you have fucked us all.
So if space travel was true and you could go to the moon or Mars,
go!
Why haven't you left with all your money?
Please go!
You could be the king of Mars, Bill Gates.
You know, strap a rocket around California.
Strap a rocket to your ass,
Bye-bye.
and you could be the king of Mars. How come you haven't left yet? How come you haven't fucking left yet? Because you can't.
Because their off-world alien masters won't abduct them.
Oh, they lost all the technology that they used to go to the moon. That's a NASA director.
NASA?
NASA director.
Just lose all that.
Dude, it's literally a fucking
gone.
quote from one of the directors of NASA.
Just like that $6 billion from the Pentagon?
6 billion? Like 6 trillion that they lost.
No, 6 trillion. Yeah, sorry. I misquoted. 6 trillion.
When the plane
that they just lost it
crashed into
the
Rumsfeld came
building.
out. Rumsfeld came out on the 10th of September and said, "There's like $6 trillion we can't account for. We're not sure." And then September 11th, and the plane crashed exactly in that spot, and they seized all of the video footage from everywhere, and it doesn't look like a plane actually hit. It looks like a missile.
But just
blew up that spot. Yeah.
Oh, I bet if we check out, I don't know, China. Maybe if we look at their receipts or some.
I don't know. They're not registered as taking the COVID.
China is asshole.
Oh, we don't correct information on communists.
No, we don't go full communist.
Only people that like freedom.
Don't go to full communist. Nate, final thoughts, buddy.
Yep. I have quite a few final thoughts, but
give me your best one, buddy.
Are YouTube eligible.
Well, we've already gone our 3 hours, and they'll kick us off anyway. So
do it.
I think 90% of the population of the U.S. needs to pull their head out of their ass. It's not a sombrero, FYI.
It is not a sombrero.
Not a sombrero.
It might fit like one.
You're so obscure.
You're not
back
gonna
there.
get any nacho cheese in that sombrero.
I've got the personal camera on you, and you still look like you're on the camera from across the stadium.
I was thinking one of those.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you're going to go to that. He's hiding behind his mic.
I know.
He's
hiding.
Incognito.
Just pretend you're in a
how
hot
I
mic.
like it, incognito.
All right, give us your final thoughts, Nate.
Incognito.
Crazy Asian.
The people need to open their eyes. Start looking at shit the way it's supposed to be looked at. Quit hiding behind all the facts they think are facts. And start looking into things more.
Dude, so they're still editing shit.
The fuck, too?
What you mean, you people?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean by you people.
What do you mean? What do you mean, you people?
That's the button, man.
Go, Nate. Trying to finish up final thoughts. Can't fucking do it.
This shit is ridiculous. People need to start looking at shit the way it's supposed to be looked at, not the way they think it's supposed to be looked at.
You're supposed to shit in a toilet in America, not in a cat box.
Exactly.
Yes.
Stomp the cat box.
Slap that child into humanity, into a human being, and not a freaking cat.
Stomp the cat
You remember
box.
that old commercial?
I don't
think it was
remember.
like Shazam or something, so you could identify the song. He's like, what's that song? Stomp the cat box. He's like, oh, you mean Rock the Casbah? He's like, I like mine better. Stomp the cat box.
What the fuck?
Oh, Lord help us.
That's why we derail on
In the public school bathrooms.
Nate, you good?
I am good.
You're
on my
good,
final
huh?
thoughts, friend.
Wake the fuck up, Mr. Allen. You're in my ear and on the broadcast. Do you have any final thoughts you need to share before I finish mine and we call it a show?
Final thoughts. Not particularly. I mean, you guys have hit the gambit. There's obviously the potential of. Well, you remember about a month ago, I sent you something, and then you thought I was just batshit crazy when I said the Fourth Reich was coming?
Right.
Yeah. And you realize that Trump has stepped every step into basically a parallel history of Hitler. And if they put him in jail, and then the country goes the way of the Weimar Republic with hyperinflation, and we bring him back out, and the conservative Christian right becomes revengeful and takes out the left... History repeats itself.
Are we going to end up with another Mein Kampf?
Potentially, but I don't see him turning into that Hitler figure, even if he was put in that position. Hitler had a choice to become a true leader to liberate his people, or become a despotic dictator. That's where I draw the. You can be propped. I come back to it from the position of JFK. I understand exactly what you're saying, and I see the lines. I see what you're saying. But what I come back to is, thank you, Vince. Everything behind JFK was very nefarious. Everything that brought him to office was very nefarious. But once he took office and he began to see what was really going on, he made several moves that were opposed to those nefarious ends, and that's what undid him. That's what ultimately caused him to be assassinated the way he was. That's my take on it. I don't disagree with your synopsis that those lines are in parallel conjunction with what's going on today. I just take exception with that guy will end up taking the same course of action.
Now switch it on top.
Yeah. That's my take on it. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So, anyways, my final thought for the night, going back to our theme. I fucked these papers up so it's upside down. Zeal without knowledge. There's too many people out there that you won't take the time to investigate. You know, I don't investigate every single thing, but I investigate the people that I'm hearing those things from. And you know what? The best people that I investigate, we tuned into, or we pulled articles from InfoWars. We pulled articles from Natural News. And the articles that we pulled from Natural News and InfoWars were not all from InfoWars and Natural News. They were articles that InfoWars and Natural News pulled from other places. Correct. And so what you learn is, who are the sources that I'm pulling from? Are they trustworthy? I can do further investigation, but if I know up front that they're doing their best to find the truth, then you rest somewhat secure in that. You don't blindly follow them. You don't become a cult member. But at the same time, you definitely work towards, or you can work from that position of knowing, hey, at least these people are trying to discover the truth. CNN, not trying to discover the truth. MSNBC, not trying to discover the truth. None of these other fucking places are trying to discover the truth. And the problem is that people get so zealous, and I've had so many conversations with different people where they're so fired up and so excited about things, and yet they haven't studied. They haven't investigated. They haven't gone after any other truths in their life to discover whether what they're so ardently believing in is factual, is true, it's right. And that's what bothers me, to have zeal without knowledge. And you begin to, when you don't do that, it's verse 3 of that Romans chapter 10, when you don't know who you really are and what you're supposed to be doing, you begin to establish what you think you are. And the next thing you know, you're shitting in a cat box in high school. And that's the fucked up situation we're dealing with in this world, is that people are not only being allowed to walk through those fantasies and walk through those things in this country and many countries, but they're being propped up and promoted. You know why? Because if you don't know who you are, if you absolutely don't know who you are, you will...
I know who I am.
Yeah, if you don't know who you are, you will be subject to whoever comes along and props you up
or
and
pushes
says
you around.
Well, it's not even pushing you around. They're going to prop you up in your fantasy. And you know what? You become completely ineffective, but your energy, your authority, your power in the world, in the earth that God has given you is now has now been hijacked and used by these literal soul vampires who just want to suck your energy into their agenda. And that's what bothers me the most is you've got all this zeal, but you've let somebody suck you into their agenda, into their plan, their purpose. And it's contrary to these people that took the jab. There's going to be a lot of them that are going to die over this next year or two. Okay?
Yeah, they gave it 3 years.
And they're going to be dropping dead. And I go, you got sucked in. You believe the lie. You didn't challenge it. There's a lot of things that I challenge just about everything. But at the end, some things I challenged it, but I got to the end of it and it was, there's very few things, but there's some things where I challenge it and I go, I don't know about that. I don't know about this. And then you challenge it enough and then you go, okay, no, that was right.
Well, and I think that's what the American people should have said was, until you get to the point where you truly understand it, listen, keep paying attention, watch what's going on. That's what I did.
Right.
I kept watching and everything, and I'm like, this isn't right.
Right.
Something's not right
Well,
here.
we had discussions and we talked about what are you hearing? What am I hearing?
Yeah,
and we did discussions.
And I listened to the mainstream media and all what was going on, and I'm like, okay, well, but the fact of the matter is the fear that they infused into our societies all through the world over this COVID, that fear is of dying.
Right.
Okay. The fear that they invoked was, hey, if you get this COVID, you're going to die. The fact of the matter is that's exactly what they want you to do.
Exactly.
So that you will die.
We got indoctrinated for 20 plus years since whenever they did whenever they allowed them to advertise prescriptions on TV. Whenever they allowed them to do the prescriptions on TV, we were indoctrinated for years. As you listen to some prescription on TV, what does it have? It has more disclaimers than it does the actual advertisement for the commercial, many times. More disclaimers about this, more disclaimers about death, more disclaimers about this, all these disclaimers about how, this could cause, don't take this if you're allergic to it. Don't take, how the fuck am I going to know if I'm allergic to it unless I take it? You ever heard that one, right? This could cause all these other side effects and all this other shit. And here's one of the most telling things about this. The vast majority of the commercials about the jab right now start out with, this is safe and effective, and we don't understand why you're not taking it. It'll help you. It's good for you. It's safe and effective. None of these other fucking commercials start out with advertisements like that. They say, it has been shown to be effective in certain percentages of people who take it after so long. But here's the side effects. So consult your physician and talk to them. Even their drugs that they're pushing hardcore have cautionary shit all over them. And this jab is the exact opposite, saying it's safe and effective. We can't understand why more people aren't lining up to get stabbed by it.
Well, my problem is when they pulled out the polio vaccine, it was so that we could have immunity of polio. They wanted to stop polio, and they did. Okay? So when they said we were going to get a vaccine, didn't that mean that we were going to have immunity from this particular virus? It never happened, so they backpedaled. They've been backpedaling ever since, and people are still buying it. And when you get to the 4th dose of a vaccine that's supposed to make you immune to the virus that's coming around, you're a dumb fucker. Excuse me for saying that, but it pisses me off so badly to think that you took the vaccine the first shot just because you wanted to not get this immunity. Isn't that what they called it?
Yep.
Vaccine is for immunity. so that you won't get it again. What happened?
I know multiple people that got jabbed that still have gotten
everybody
sick.
that I know that has had the jab has had the fucking COVID.
Yep. So you know what it says? Again, the advertisement
Where
was
does that come to?
So it's fine to be zealous.
Buggers.
It's okay to be zealous. But if you're doing it without knowledge, if you don't have any knowledge, no information behind it, you're heading for self-destruction.
Yep.
You need to have knowledge of what's going on.
You don't always have to be the sheep. You can grow to be the shepherd.
You can grow to be shepherd. That's very good, Nate. See, we got Nate's little bit of wisdom on here. I love it. So there we are. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for everybody being in the chat. Appreciate all of you guys. Good comments tonight. Great bunch of chat all across the platforms. If I missed you on one of our platforms in the chat, I apologize. But please.
One says just say no to communism.
Yeah, it was Don a little bit earlier. Yeah, it's nice.
Nice.
Thanks everybody. Like, share, and subscribe, please. We're moving more and more over to Rumble. And Twitch and DLive, the Facebook, though pushing on my front page since they stole my actual "This Is My Brain" page has actually been
okay.
It's been a pretty good experience. So, but we're getting a lot of stuff. Check out our Facebook. Check out our wherever you're tuning in on the YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. You got to hit the notification buttons because they shadow ban us, even though we're completely insignificant as far as big podcasts out there, but we're growing. I've got some interviews potentially lining up with some really cool people coming up in the near future. I may have a nice sit down with a couple buddies on Sunday. We're going to see if that's going to work out. You'll want to tune in for that. And always will be here every Tuesday. I'm trying to do more of the brain cells. I didn't get a chance to do it this past weekend, but I'm trying to do more of the brain cells where I sit down and do a little bit more of the scriptural teaching, but I'm still going to be me. And you know me. I don't give, I'm just who I am. And if you
and fuck you if you don't like it.
So that's just me. I am very nice to people, but every once in a while I have to just, say that. So there it is. This is my brain, Jeremy Scott Gibbs. Nate, Vince, Grandma. We'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.
This is my brain.
Dad, that's an egg. Yeah, that's an egg.
Honey, dude, that's an egg.
Seriously.
That's an egg. It's a metaphor.
It's still an egg.
That's an egg.
I would challenge you.
That's an egg.
I know my brain is not actually an egg, okay? It's a metaphor.
Metaphor or not, that's not your brain.
I can clearly see.
It's just an egg. Una cerveza para mí. My egg is my brain.
Can I at least have some bacon, maybe some sausage with that egg, though?
Oh, I want some bacon.
I want crepes.
Have some bacon and pancakes with that egg.
I'll take it with cheese.
Extra large, brown, cage-free eggs.
Can I have your brain with hot cakes?
A little sausage and a little toast and potato.
That would be great.
Does it have antibiotics?
I don't know, man. I'm not good at this shit.
Well, they got to be able to resist some diseases.
You resist the disease.
Has it got any hormones?
Maybe. It's cage-free.
Vegetarian?
Maybe.
Are they vegan?
No, I eat steak.
Never apologize and never explain. It's a sign of weakness.
It is a sign of the Duke. Yes.
John Wayne.
Weak.
The Duke.
Weakness.
Never apologize.
Never apologize and never explain.